The tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome in to the Sunday Tilt with your hosts, the FF chef himself, Juan Carlos Pena, and John JAWN Swanson. It is Sunday, my dudes.
This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Good morning, yo! What's going on? It's Sunday, week 8. Welcome into the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt, brought to you by the Tilt is Real Fantasy Football Podcast. Joined here at the chef's table, it's me, your chef, Mr. Juan Carlos Pena, at FF, one of a kind. What's going on, brother? And, dude, it's week 8.
Unbelievable.
We have 0 buys.
Yeah.
Weird.
After 6 buys last week.
Confusing.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a mind bleep.
But we're here, and there's a lot on the slate.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be some exciting matchups.
Lots.
Definitely tilts.
Oh, we're going to tilt harder than ever probably this week. It's hard out there. It's real in the field. And also, it is Sunday, my dudes.
Hey.
Shout out Mr. Swanson, who couldn't be with us today. Welcome into everybody in the chat. I see the chat is jumping off already. Big Greens in the house.
Hey, what's
Good
going
morning.
on?
Good morning. So, we're going to have a lot of decisions to make, Chef. The injury wire is going to be crazy at 11:30. We're going to get those injury updates, and we have no idea. Some of them are even later. I heard Zach Moss is true game time.
Yes.
Like during warmups.
Yes.
So do you go JT? Do you go Zach Moss?
We'll get into it. I don't want to spoil hey,
it's going to pop up, though.
I don't want to spoil the broth.
No, you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
The chef would never.
No.
That's not how the chef gets down.
We got Big Greens in the chat. Good morning. He says, Dame Roche, how you guys
morning,
doing?
Dame.
And he's got our first tilt of
Tilt.
the day, Juan. He says, how you guys doing? Good morning. Need 2 flex spots in redraft PPR league. He says he has Jacoby Myers,
Like that.
Calvin Ridley,
Like that.
Addison,
Oof, like that.
and Tajay Spears. Where do we lie? He needs 2 flex spots. Do we trust Calvin Ridley first and foremost? Can we
we
start
shouldn't.
there with the tip?
We shouldn't, but it was so easy for Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp last week. I think it was so easy for them against that Steelers defense. I think I might want to play around with the idea, at least before we make a decision on the tilt, of maybe you get optimal Calvin Ridley this week. Maybe you get him open. Let's play around with it. But I love Jacoby Myers off the start on this right here for Dame Roche.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it is Christian Kirk has a big game in Pittsburgh.
You think it's Kirk?
I think it's Kirk. It's going to be short dump downs. They've got the edge rushers, TJ Watt, especially.
Right.
That's going to come in and try to disrupt things in the backfield. It's going to be quick passes.
You would think so. But that might actually, I don't know if it
Dump
works out.
down, not necessarily
So
dump
let's
downs,
compare-
but Evan Ingram is a big one for me today. And Christian Kirk is actually another hot spot. We saw a lot, even last week. The slot receiver did some work.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to attack the Steelers, that's how you attack the Steelers, right? Throw quick passes, get away from the pressure, like you're saying, avoid TJ Watt, wherever he lines up, run the play to the other side, run a lot of bubble screens and things like that. And you saw Kupp and Nacua last week get the ball in their hands early. So maybe you're right about Christian Kirk being that guy. I'm just afraid that he might be able to, Ridley still might be that guy, and he still might get near the end zone. So let's see between what we're doing here as far as choosing.
Are we just definitely going in on Jacoby Myers? We have to.
I think so.
He's in the fire. He's
I
staying
know
in the fire.
For whatever reason, even with Devontae Adams, he's over 20% target share every single week. Like you see him get the work. Jimmy G's definitely playing. And I love that Monday Night Hope. Like I like
Jacoby Myers is Jimmy G's Brandon Ayuk in Vegas.
It's weird. It kind of is. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So if you feel comfortable there, then let's play around with Addison, who had the blow up game last week. His best game as a pro so far. Like that was pretty special.
He's got a tougher matchup this week against Jair Alexander.
If he's fully healthy, I'm not sure how healthy he was last week or if he's actually playing. That scares me if it's the main matchup.
I don't believe he was on the injury report.
No. So then he must be fully healthy. If he is, that scares me off a little bit, and it makes it a little tighter between Ridley and Addison for me.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to remove Tajay Spears unless Adam Schefter breaks into this podcast and says Derrick Henry's on his way to the Buffalo Bills. Like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think yeah, Jair Alexander practice report limited on Wednesday, did not practice Thursday, came back as an unlimited practice on Friday.
If he's out there, I'm still worried about Addison, but
I'm gonna go with
I think
I'm gonna
cooks.
go with Addison over Ridley here, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there's
I
upside
can't
there that I
you,
can't deny yet, and it's
after
too many
what you
weeks in a row.
saw last week with the 2 touchdown game. I mean, yeah, obviously one was a blown play, but it makes sense. So I'm going Dame, I'm going Jacoby and Addison here. I hope it works out for you.
I'll ride with you.
All right, that was a hot one to start.
I know. I try to make a case for Calvin Ridley, but no.
I mean, it's a good point. You're a fan. It's a big dynasty
Right.
buy opportunity right now. Did you realize that?
Oh, for sure.
Because he's like 28 years old.
Yeah.
Feels like he's 38.
He might be 38 in dynasty.
28 years old. He's only going into his second contract theoretically. So he's definitely someone. Morning, Zach. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's just 5 out of 7 weeks he's had 7 targets or more. He's had those couple dud games that will kill you, and like those hurt, but he should be in theory a number 1. That's the frustrating part about fantasy. But by this time in the season, you should make the decision. And the guy on the rise, arrow pointing up, is Addison. So you were right to do that, too.
Speaking of Addison, let's talk about Larry Addison. No relation.
No
I
relation.
don't think so. Anyway, morning, guys. He says DK Metcalf or Rashee Rice.
Oof.
I'm gonna go with DK Metcalf.
Yeah. And you want to because Rashi's on the rise, but it's going to be snowing there.
It's going to be snow.
There's a little bit of weather concern.
Not to say Patty can't play in the snow.
Yeah, of course. But they spread the ball around too much. He throws the ball to 11 different guys every week. It's a lot to ask for him to outperform.
I think it's going to be more of an Isaiah Pacheco game due to the weather, and you could definitely run on Denver. So, yeah. I'm going to go with DK Metcalf. Against who do they play? Arizona?
Yeah, no, they play the Browns, dude.
They play the Browns.
What if he's got Ward and that defense is locking people down? He's due. He had a couple rough games. He was type injured. He's been coming back slowly.
It's fair. It's a fair thought.
Squeaky wheel though gets the grease kind of deal, and I feel like it's been a lot of lock. We saw JSN a couple weeks ago have a good game. I feel like it might be time for DK to at least get in the end zone. I just like his opportunity over Rashee Rice. That's all I'm saying. And I like Rice.
I think DK. I think you're safe with DK's floor.
Yeah, he should. He's going to have to, I guess. If you're going
to, and the way he words it here, like I don't think that would be a starting spot. I think it's more of a flex option.
Yeah, that's a flex or a 3. Yeah, for sure. Which you're in good shape if that's your flex and 3.
I just want to check Rashi's matchup. Yeah, against Denver. Yeah, it could happen in the middle. I mean, he's the only one lined up in green.
Yeah. It's not. That's why it makes it a tough flex. Normally, you wouldn't even entertain this. Like it's DK all day. But if you start to factor in the way the Cleveland defense has been playing, however, we saw Pittman last week. We saw Downs last week. We saw the Colts be able to move the ball on Cleveland, and they have a stifling defense, and they make those splash plays with Myles Garrett, but they're not suffocating anyone. And I think they do a good enough job of moving all their receivers around, including DK, that he's going to create opportunities and mismatches. I mean, we saw Bobo get targeted last week, like near the goal line. That's a DK target. That jump ball from the 15, 20-yard line, that's a DK throw. That fade on the other side, that was a DK throw. So give me DK for the floor, like you said, and the opportunity to score a touchdown too.
Yeah, I mean, usually 8 to 9 targets for this guy.
Yeah, he's their one. If he's healthy and he's right, he's their one. And it doesn't matter the matchup because even against Denzel Ward, like I'm still going to trust DK. He's superhuman. Like, why not? Throw it out to him.
And he took the week off last week.
Sure enough.
So he's good to go.
He should be, plenty healthy.
Wasn't on the injury report at all.
Nah, he's clear.
Yeah. So DK it is. All right.
Good tilt, though, Larry Anderson. Good tilt.
All right. Dame says he needs a running back. He says he has, or RB2 rather, Swift, Ramondre, Hunt, and Aaron Jones.
Good backfield.
You need one? You need one of these guys?
I'm a little worried about the injuries. I'd be interested to see. It was week 3 that the Eagles played against the Commandos in that 34-31 overtime game, right?
Maybe.
I don't remember if it was week 3 or week 4. It might have been week 4. There it is. Yeah, week 4.
Oh, Swift?
Yeah, Swift in week 4. that's when he started to kind of get the ball, I guess. That was when the breakout started to happen. He had 14 carries. He had 56 yards and a touchdown. They threw him the ball 4 times out of the backfield, and he had some points there. Because I was leaning there automatically because I don't like the injuries. Hunt's a little bit banged up. He's probably going to play. Ford's banged up, so it could be equal opportunity. Seattle's defense isn't bad, though. So that's not a great matchup for him. Aaron Jones is coming off the injury. He's going to play, but how much do you trust him against in a divisional game against the Vikings? And then Ramondre against the Dolphins. I mean, we are susceptible to the run. So that's where it lies. I think it's between Swift and Ramondre, if I'm narrowing it down.
Yeah, I would believe so. And there's no reason to believe that Swift won't have a good game or Ramondre won't have a good game.
Yeah. Like Swift did decent, and that was before he started getting the real bulk of the carries, and then he started speeding up, and he had those monster weeks there, week 5, 6, 7 area. So
I'm going to go with Ramondre here.
Yeah,
as one of the brighter weapons in the Patriots offense.
One of the only weapons in their
exactly offense. Against Miami, who's kind of beat. I mean, yeah, they're going to pass the ball a little bit. I believe your corner. What's your corner?
Jalen Ramsey that's coming back.
Oh yeah,
he's coming back.
And Jalen Ramsey,
Xavier Howard. Back. There's a chance. So we might.
Xavier Howard. He probably won't play today.
Right.
So,
but yeah. All right, so this is the first time that we have actual sample size of a repeat performance. So we saw these matchups already earlier in the season, week 2 for the Dolphins and week 4 for the Eagles, right? So Swift outperformed 14-56, touchdown, 4 targets, 23 yards, boom. 14 carries for 50 yards for Ramondre, and he did find the end zone as well. So like this is a really good, like close tilt here. In Miami, in that heat, are you going to run the ball that much? I feel like I'm going to go Swift. I think Swift outperforms Ramondre. I'm not worried about Gainwell. Like Swift has clearly been the better back. They tried to sprinkle in Boston Scott, but that game was 34-31 last time, higher scoring than the Dolphins and Patriots. Patriots scored 17 because they had a blocked field goal for a touchdown. So like,
I'll ride with you.
Let's go Swift.
I'll tilt your way.
Yeah, man.
Swift, probably a better opportunity to break one.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for the field goal, like I said, the Patriots scored 10 points against the Dolphins. That was in New England. In Miami, I don't know how good that offense is going to be, and I'll take Swift. But good tilt, though.
All right, he's got one more.
All right, bring it back.
Lastly, I need 2 flexes Dynasty League. He has Zeke, Dylan, Pierre Strong, take him out. Gainwell, D-Hop, Jalen Warren, yes. Brandon Cooks, Juwan Jennings, and Sky Moore.
Woof.
2 flexes. I mean, you could flex Zeke against the Dolphins.
You could. He's been getting a lot of looks down in the goal line, hasn't he?
Yep. And I would do Jalen Warren, who is the primary running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers now.
Well, Najee ran with a little bit of life last week.
Yeah.
He ran with a little bit of heart. I saw them against the Rams, and that was pretty impressive for me. But I do like Jalen Warren, and his involvement in the pass game should be there. That might be a little game where they got to keep up because the Jacksonville offense starting to look like it's moving now. Starting to pick up a little bit of steam. So yeah, I definitely don't like Strong. I like this dynasty team.
What about
3 years ago? Like 3 years ago.
What about D-Hop? You take a shot with D-Hop for the upside?
Is it a showcase game and then they trade him? Like, let's show you what he's still got.
Viable wide receiver there. Whoa, Westbrook Akine?
Yeah, it's rough.
Come on. But he gets the rookie quarterback today as the starter.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's his name? Will
Levis guy. Some Will Levis guy that got drafted in the first round.
Man. I'm more excited to see Malik Willis in that game.
Yeah, I don't even know what that does for D-Hop, man. It scares me. Like D-Hop scares the daylights out of me today. I don't know if I want to have anything.
But do you trust him? I think I may trust him over
Zeke.
I think I'd play Jalen Warren for the floor and D-Hop for a ceiling. Like D-Hop's going to have to get at least 10 targets.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to trust Brandon Cooks and Juwan Jennings and even Sky Moore, like who gets a lot of opportunity. I don't understand. His snap share is ridiculous. More is better than
Juwan Jennings has been seeing some good looks lately.
Yeah, but those are coming like that's sparingly. It's nothing to be trusted. We're at the point this year, like in the season where
he just had a super good matchup last week, and that's why he went off. And that's why I mentioned him last week on the show.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll go with you. Let's go D-Hop and Jalen Warren.
D-Hop and Jalen Warren?
Yeah.
And you can flip-flop Zeke in there if you wanted to.
I want Zeke and I want A.J. Dillon to be a thing, but it's just
Yeah,
It's
I would
unfortunate.
just if you're going for low end flex play, like I'm going to shoot for the upside with D Hop in that
Yeah,
situation.
these are two flexes, and hope Jalen Warren has a few catches out of the backfield.
I mean,
Maybe
D
breaks a
Hop's
couple
floor
runs.
is probably the same as Zeke's ceiling. Let's be real.
Yeah, you're right. Falling into the end zone and 40, 50 yards. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
D-Hop 6 catches for 65 yards. That's his
Right.
floor.
Thank you, Dane. All
Good
right,
tilt, good
Zach
tilt.
needs 2 running backs, 1 wide
My man,
receiver,
Zach.
1 flex. Eckler, Mostert, Jacobs, Javonte Williams, DK Palmer, Waddle, Sutton, Thomas. Whew. What a list.
2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Let's lock down the running backs
Mostert,
and Eckler.
Eckler, really?
Yeah. Jacobs is playing the Detroit defense. I don't know. I know they're going to run the ball a ton in Denver, but I don't like the way they've been splitting those. Like, they don't even split carries. They split drives. Like, it's Samaje P. Ryan's drive. Then it's McLaughlin's drive. Then it's Javonte's drive. I don't know how much I trust that, and I'm going to start Eckler and Mostert. Eckler's due to have a good game. Like, they're bound to come back and get things rolling this week. And Mostert ran for over 100 against the Patriots last time they played. And, so I think matchup wise, I'm going to go Mostert and Eckler for the 2 running backs.
I mean, he's got the matchup against Chicago.
Right. Eckler.
It's a bounce back game. Eckler, Mostert. All right, I'm good with that.
Yeah. We can still squeeze one of the other guys in.
We can squeeze it.
Yeah. We can play around with it.
So,
But I just want to lock them in first. So now we just have a receiver and a flex to play with. So let's eliminate Palmer with the injury concerns.
fair
Same
enough.
game against the Chargers. I'm
Same
worried.
thing with
I'm worried.
Thomas.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's take injury out of it. So Sutton against the Chiefs or Waddle against the Patriots. Waddle actually outperformed Tyreek Hill last time the Patriots and the Dolphins played.
I'm going to let Waddle stay in there.
Yeah. I think he had 6 for 87.
I think the question it comes to, and now the flex. Like, do we have...
So your receiver is going to be either Waddle or DK. We're going Waddle?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're flexing between DK, he wins out from the other receivers, or Javonte or Jacobs. And that's what I'll entertain if you want to stick somebody back in, whether it's Jacobs or Javonte. I saw good production out of Gus Edwards last week. I know Detroit was playing well going into that game against the Ravens, but the Ravens look good on the ground, not just Lamar, but Gus was looking okay too. So I could see a world where Jacobs can play. I see a world where Monday night Jacobs can carry you and still get good production. He has been getting work in the passing game, which we hadn't seen before. It's like a new Josh Jacobs situation the last few weeks. So I would go between Jacobs and DK.
Jacobs has such a tough matchup.
I know, but Gus Edwards did okay in it last week. Granted, it was at home in Baltimore. I'm just saying it. So,
and I'm not on the Javonte train right now.
No,
I agree with the backfield by committee or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, dude.
RBBC.
BBBBC. There's a bunch of different.
Yeah. I think we stay with the wide receiver.
Let's go DK.
I think I just stay with the wide receiver.
All right. So we're going to go Eckler, Mostert, Waddle as your receiver, and DK in the flex.
Yeah. I mean,
it's tough to bench Jacobs. I know you don't want to, but,
I mean, I can see Courtland Sutton having a relevant game. It doesn't mean I want to bet on it. I'd rather bet on DK.
Yeah, no, like we said, the snow, I don't trust Russ. I'd rather take DK. He's due, like you said, he sat out, so he comes back healthy. I mean, this is one of those tough tilts, though. Zach is a candidate, bro. He's like, for hitting the button, dude.
Yeah, he's probably playing against me.
Not this league.
Oh,
because I have Jacobs and
all right, but that's where we're going. I'm going Eckler, Mostert. We agreed on that.
Waddle, agreed.
Waddle, and then I'm sliding DK in my flex for the upside.
DK Jacobs, you can't really go wrong, Zach. Like if you flip a coin at the end of that, go ahead. But we think DK gets the opportunity to get in the end zone today, and yeah, I trust that over Jacobs against the Lions, which is a pretty tough matchup, despite what Gus Edwards did last week.
All right, let's get big greens in here. Javonte or Madison PPR, and then Waddle or McLaurin.
Tough. Not tough.
Not that tough.
Yeah, Javonte over Madison. Oof.
I think oof.
Both committees, because Akers is getting work now.
Yeah.
It's
Madison.
It's at Lambeau. It's at Lambeau. Madison hasn't shown you anything. I think I might take my chances on Javonte, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of the two running backs, I'm going to take Javonte.
That's fair.
Yeah. Committee or not, a lot of carries. Expect that game to be slow and downtrodden if it is as bad as they say as far as the conditions on the field. And he's a shifty little back. Like if you know where you're going, the defense doesn't know, you could break a long run, and he's a home run hitter when he's right. So I'll take that over Madison against the Green Bay defense at Lambeau.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking Javonte.
Oh man,
I just don't like Madison. Once he fumbles the ball, he's on the bench.
See,
Akers
this is why we need Mr. Swanson.
Yeah,
here.
tiebreaker. The tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like Javonte that much.
Kansas City's defense has been scared, like quietly really good.
Yeah, quietly? No, I think the cat is out of the bag.
They're making noise now.
Yeah. Green Bay, you can run on Green Bay. Not to say Madison's a good runner. But he does try to catch the ball, and I think Kirk Cousins may use that safety valve a little bit. Yeah, I'm stuck on Madison.
Yeah, McLaughlin's making noise, but it's on very limited touches. He hasn't had double-digit touches yet, so it's not like he's a threat for actual touches. More P. Ryan probably taking some touches, but
on a points basis, and this
Javonte's
is where it gets
the
bad.
Opportunities basis, Javonte gets double-digit carries, and last week he had 15 for 82.
Even against a good bad defense like Chicago, Madison didn't do great. He got you 11.2 PPR points.
Neither one of these guys is going to set the world on fire.
Yeah.
Likelihood of scoring a touchdown is probably the deciding factor. Both are double-digit carry guys, but barely. And
both may not score a touchdown.
Yeah. Both likely
haven't scored a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, see, both. So
and Javonte hasn't scored a touchdown yet this season.
Give me Javonte for the talent. Maybe they're losing. Snow game, makes one cut, takes one to the house, finally scores that rushing touchdown. Give me Javonte, just because you have to pick one. And I don't like how Akers has been getting introduced into the offense. If you're a fan of Madison, like Akers has been getting the ball a little bit more, and they're throwing the ball to Addison. I just feel like
fair enough. They might just let Akers go loose
a little bit more, yeah. And down near the goal line, they always get goofy and try some silly
I'll
play
lean with
fumble.
you. I'll lean with you for time purposes.
Yeah,
because we still have to answer the Waddle McLaurin question, which comes at that's a big one right there. We got McLaurin. He's got a decent matchup. Darius Slay.
That's not great.
He's been kind of on fire, and James Bradbury. They haven't been shadowing.
Nope, they've been staying to their side.
Staying to their side, and they've been doing a good job.
I think that's
on their respective side.
I think that's to help the safeties, because you saw the interception that Slay had against the Dolphins last week. He was kind of playing like a lurk. He was playing cover 3, but he was lurking, and he was able to come and jump the route on the linebacker. He was able to leave his receiver, but he was helping the safety the whole time. They just got Kevin Byard from the Tennessee Titans. He's a solid center field safety. Like once he gets involved in that system and he gets back there, they might be able to do a little bit more press man, switch sides, follow, and really ramp up that defense. So I think that's a big addition for them that I'll be interested to watch. I don't know. I think I might go Waddle. He had a pretty good game against the Patriots last time. I think that might be the move.
Yeah, I like the Waddle play.
Yeah.
I definitely like the Waddle play. I think he matches up against JC Jackson great.
Yeah. He has no problems there. He had 4 for 86 last time.
4 for 86?
Yeah.
He might have a little bit more than that this week.
Yeah. Especially with a little bit of concern around Tyreek and the hip. Is he okay? Like, I feel like he could have a big week, Waddle, and maybe find the end zone.
Yeah, I'd rather not trust McLaurin. I'd rather trust Waddle in that situation. All right, cool.
Javonte and Waddle.
All right, Steven Drakes, what's going on? Sup, fellas? Half-point PPR. He needs 2. Henderson, Dell, Deontay Johnson, Nico Collins.
Ooh.
All right, so
first mention of Nico today and Dell. That's a tough one right there to decipher.
Yeah, we're going to check the matchups on that. He says he needs 2, though.
Yeah.
He's got the Henderson. I want to take Deontay Johnson out of this one. A little banged up earlier in the week. Said he's going to go. He is going to play.
Yeah.
I don't like the matchup for him against Jacksonville as much. So I'm going to take him out. But Houston, their matchup is juicy.
Could we start both?
You probably could if he need. Yeah, he does need 2, doesn't he? I don't know if I want to do that to myself.
Right. You don't want to do it, but could you? Like, it's something to at least
You
think about.
could.
Yeah, that's why we're tilting, right? Because you wouldn't mention them both unless if you had an answer to who's better. Like, because you don't. Like, week to week, it's completely different, and what type of scheme they're going to be
It
running,
could be.
what type of
It
game
could
plan
be.
it is.
I mean, you could pass against Carolina
For sure. I mean, they're 0-6. You can do whatever you want. You might even want to start Dameon Pierce today.
Well,
I
then
don't
the
wanna go that
interest.
far.
No. Yeah, you could actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could start him as a low end flex play today. I wouldn't put him as an RB1 or 2. Henderson, which against Dallas, I think we can. Oof.
Dallas coming off a bye. I don't know how much. I don't know how much.
All right, so it's half point PPR. I'm gonna
That changes
definitely tank Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
because he
More
can
yards.
he could take the top off.
Yes. Okay. Big play, home run hitter, Dell. All right.
Big time.
I'll ride with you.
All right, that's one.
So now it's between Henderson and Nico.
Pretty much.
See what I'm saying?
Against Dallas's defense, I'm not too happy about Henderson.
No.
I mean, I guess you could play both. I mean, if you want to diversify, I guess you could throw. You don't know. You don't want to really play Deontay Johnson. Like, this is a tough tilt, Steven.
Dude, Nico's only had 2 bad games, man. That was against Jacksonville and Atlanta. Every other game, he's had at least 80 yards and at least 4 catches, and he's got 3 touchdowns on the year, including a huge game against Pittsburgh.
Huh.
I'm starting them both, bro.
You gonna play both of them?
I'm gonna play both of them. Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
yeah. Texans ride, dude. I'm gonna play them both.
Nico Collins for the red zone
Yes.
touchdowns.
Yeah. Listen, at least 4 catches and 80 yards in 4 of his 6 games. Got to start him. I don't think you can bench him now.
He's a big target that no one can cover.
Correct.
So
Correct. And Carolina's looked like dog poop all year. Like, it's okay.
I love this matchup this week.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's the rookie on rookie.
Oh, yeah. They've
Like,
been going at it since high
you
school.
should have picked me first, Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They've been going at it since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love this matchup. I had Stroud over Bryce Young.
So let's clear this up right here. Nico is the number 1 here, right? With the production consistency, 4 catches, 80 yards at least in 4 games, including the big blow-up game against Pittsburgh.
Dude, let's go Nico Dell.
Let's go.
I can't believe we're saying that. Steven, if you don't agree, you got other options, but this is how we're rolling with this one.
Yeah. But in order, let's rank it for him so it makes it easier for him. We're going to go Nico, Dell, Henderson.
No, Nico, Dell, Deontay.
Wow, Henderson all the way down. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the matchup against Dallas.
No,
I think they try to pass more than anything else and mix in some other running backs if they have to.
Yeah, that's too much to think about there. Yeah.
All right, let's go to this one. Big Greens, Christian Kirk or Amari Cooper.
Oh. Chef.
If I had a paper, I would eat it. Give me Christian Kirk. For old time's sake, give me Christian Kirk. Now what's up? Now you're gonna ride with me? You're gonna ride? You're gonna take PJ Walker and hope that he hits Amari Cooper?
Not against Tariq Woolen and them boys, no.
All right.
I'll go Kirk with you.
Thank you.
I won't leave you alone.
Let's do a little speed round with Big Greens. Gibbs, Bijan, Kenny Walker today. Need 2. I'm going Gibbs. I'm going Walker.
Yeah, Gibbs Walker. Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, go. That's fine.
Speed round.
It's okay. Go.
Oh, he said add Breece Hall to that. Change my answer to last answer to Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. Gibbs and Breece.
Yes, he's setting his DFS lineups as we go here on the show.
I like it.
Helping Big Greens make more grains. That's what we do here on the Tilt is real. Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football. My friend, what's going on? Hey guys, just one question today. My tight end today, Taysom Hill or David Njoku? Ooh. Tight end question. First tight end question of the day.
It's because it's so cheap. Like Taysom Hill.
And he's a little banged up. Taysom Hill was on the injury report, had a limited practice all week long.
He's one of those robots. Like,
is he I think he's revert, but we also have Juwan Johnson coming back in this week. So that takes the passing game a little bit out of it.
Yeah, I hate him sneaking in for a touchdown on you and like being able to outscore. But I think I'd go Njoku because if you're saying that, it's PJ Walker, Tariq Woolen's really good. They're going to have a good secondary. That Seattle's playing all right. They're going to take away.
Indy's linebackers aren't bad. I just don't think that Taysom is going to be. I mean,
No, they're good. It's just that it's not about the tight end work. I'm worried about that goal line when he steals the, those
when he steals
wildcat
the
bullshit.
touchdown.
Yeah,
Do you think he steals a touchdown today?
That's
the whole
my
thing.
fear. But if I knew that wasn't going to happen, I would go Njoku and not even think about it.
I think I'm going to go Njoku.
Yeah.
I think I did go Njoku. I think I was asked this question earlier this week. It's not a good matchup with Seattle for Njoku, but
it could be worse.
A tight end is a backup quarterback's best friend.
Best friend, yeah. Up the seams, dump
That's
offs.
always been that way.
Yeah.
And it still stands true today. I'm going to go David Njoku. Good luck, Jim. Mo Diesel, half PPR.
Welcome back.
They say Aaron Jones or KJ Osborne.
Sneaky decent if he's not matched up against Jair, bro. Like if he's on the other side.
He is on the other side. That doesn't mean Rasul Douglas couldn't stop him.
Yeah, and Stokes can play.
Jones, huh?
I don't know.
On the other side of it. I'm going to go Aaron Jones.
Yeah, man. It's half PPR.
It's half point PPR. Yeah, give me Aaron Jones.
Yeah. You have to.
Hope that he's back up to full speed.
Yeah.
Watch that injury report.
And about we got less than an hour.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to talk to Drew Markham. Welcome in, Drew. Hit that like and subscribe button. He says he needs to start 3 of these guys. Half point PPR league. Joe Mixon, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson. Thanks for the help, boys.
Let's see if we can help.
Let's see.
Half PPR always makes it so complicated, doesn't it?
Yeah. Need to start 3 of them. Okay, let's see. Mixon, DK, Michael Pittman, Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson. I like Pittman. He's got a chance to catch a touchdown in the back of the end zone.
He's going up against Lattimore.
Oh,
he's a big body Mike Evans. He gives me like that Mike Evans.
Did I just mess that up? Yeah.
On him. I don't like it.
Oh, I think he's on the other side. I think he
moves around.
I think I'm okay with Michael Pittman. I'm going to stand by that.
So you're okay with him as your number 1 here out of all these guys?
No, I just said I like him.
Oh,
and he's not my number 1. I'm not going to.
I like all these guys.
I don't want to put him in order. He said he needs to start 3 of them. So
we got to put him in
order.
We
have 1, 2, 3.
We got to knock 2 out.
We got 5 of them.
Let's play knockout instead.
You play knockout instead?
Let's do it the easy way and play knockout instead.
Oh. Christian Watson, do you trust him?
No, but I do trust the matchup against the Vikings.
It's fair.
I don't trust. It's not even Christian Watson that I don't trust. It's Jordan Love I don't trust. How about Mixon going up against the Niners? You trust that?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
I knew your eyes did
not really.
That's the good thing about sitting at the chef's table. I look over and you looked at it sideways a little bit. You're like, oh no. I don't like that matchup.
Yeah, let's take Mixon out of this half point PPR.
Yeah. So let's go DK and Pittman.
Yeah, we could put them
like
in
those
there.
2, and then decide between
Watson or Deontay. I'm gonna go Watson.
Upside.
Yeah.
Deontay still hasn't scored a touchdown this year, right?
Neither. I don't think Christian Watson has.
Well, he was injured, at least. Well, I know Deontay missed a little time, but
I don't know. I'm really down on Deontay today, huh?
Yeah, you are. I was gonna say maybe this is the one that brings you around and makes him put him over somebody, but I don't think it's going that way.
I don't think Pittsburgh wins this game.
But I don't think so either. They've been winning games they have no business winning.
Yeah.
They have no business winning this game.
I think Pickens has a better day than Deontay. But you know what? Christian Watson's been kind of Same thing with Jordan Love.
Yeah, he misses him, man. But is this the week he finally catches him? Is this the defense that you can finally hit on? You're at home. You need a win. You've been working on this. He's back a couple weeks. He's finally healthy. It's just, it feels like like my cousin Jeff, shout out cousin Jeff, told me
give me Watson.
Was the guy.
Give me Watson.
We're going to take the upside?
Yeah, give me Watson with the upside.
All right, so DK, Pittman, and Watson?
Yeah.
All right. As long as we eliminate Joe Mixon, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, that was a really good tilt, man. Welcome in anytime. Yeah, for tilts like that, yeah, thank you.
Right?
Don't thank us. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Where was I at? Let's see.
This is the time of the day where we miss Mr. Swanson. Mr. Swanson be all over.
Yeah, he
stuff.
does all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Greens is back.
Williams, DeMarcado, Christian Watson, Palmer need to. We just talked about Watson.
But Palmer, we can't.
I'm not trusting Palmer.
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's.
You think it's going to be a QJ game?
You know what? It doesn't even really need.
I think it's going to be a Keenan Allen game.
Keenan Allen 20 targets again kind of game. You know what I mean? So Gerald Everett game.
I'm definitely going to
Eckler,
play.
lots of catches to Eckler, dump offs. That's a big possibility.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm going to go with Watson because we already mentioned his name. DeMarcado is.
Against the Ravens, I don't want that.
No.
That's Javonte, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it could be multiple Williams.
But if it's Javonte, it's probably Javonte because he mentioned him earlier. Yep, Javonte over DeMarcado.
Okay.
I'm not going up against the Ravens defense.
I'll ride with you.
Yeah, defense travels.
A.S. Amari Cooper or Christian Watson, half-point PPR. The plot thickens. We're running on this Christian Watson train right now.
He's around.
Cleveland.
It's
floor
ceiling here, bro. It's got to be because Amari Cooper, no matter what, is going to get some targets. But how good does that offense look? How good are those targets? Are they up against Tariq Woolen the whole time?
You know what? I'm going to go with Christian Watson here. I'm going to stay in there.
Half PPR yards.
Yep.
Okay. And the chance of a touchdown.
Yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay. Dang, that's where we're at right now. Wow.
I mean, it's upside play.
You have to.
Connor LaRose.
Welcome
in. Pick 2 full PPR. Downs, Rice, Ridley, London, Scary Terry, and Palmer. Pick 2. I love Downs.
Me too.
And I'm gonna say I had the same tilt in my home league, in our league of record dynasty league.
London and Scary Terry.
And I kept taking each of them out, and then I finally said no, I'm not.
You went London?
No,
you went Scary Terry against the Eagles?
No, I put Garrett Wilson in instead.
First world problems over here. This guy. Why were you even thinking about these two? Relax.
Oh,
this guy.
Well, it was a flex play opportunity in my flex as I talk about my flex.
So we're going to eliminate Palmer. We love Downs. So we have to pick one out of the next 4. Do you want Rice against the Chiefs? You want Ridley against the Steelers? You want London against the Titans?
I think it's London or Terry for me. Really?
Well, if I'm taking one of those, I want the floor of London since I'm taking the upside shot on Downs. If that's what we're doing.
I mean, you could score on Tennessee through the air if you want to.
Right.
If you actually throw the ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't know.
Well, the good thing about London is he catches most of the balls that are thrown to him.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. He always gets his target share. Like, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go
Downs
and London. Yeah.
It's close between him and Scary Terry.
Because London will get like 10 targets.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's going to get you the opportunity. So he's good floor. And then Downs had the blow up week. He's been coming along. So I like him in that matchup, especially if
2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
And he's got a great matchup as a slot receiver against that New Orleans defense.
Yeah, agreed. And Minshew's going to sling it. So
he's going to throw like 50 times. He's not going to complete them all.
I don't know. They might actually be able to run the ball, man. I might see a Jonathan Taylor breakout game here. I might sneak him into a DFS while you can get him on discount. Yeah,
I told someone to play him in DFS last night. The Halloween party I was at.
There you go. Great minds and all that.
Rice, Warren, Henderson, Michael Thomas need to. What's up, Justin?
What's up, Justin?
Oh,
Justin, the intern.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Justin, our unpaid intern. Also, sad day to wear blue and white. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, maybe it's a bad day to wear green and white. You ever think of that? You ever think of that? Or green and black or whatever you guys changed your colors to?
Puke green.
Yeah. Rice, Warren, Henderson. I like Warren, man. I think I go Warren and Rice here.
Yeah, I'm worried a little bit about Michael Thomas and the injury. And then we talked about Darrell Henderson in that matchup. So against Dallas. Yeah, let's go Rice and Warren. I'll ride with you.
All right. Sir Cam back in the building. I started Dalton Kincaid in my tight end spot, but Kyle Pitts or Calvin Ridley in my flex pull PPR.
I was having this decision to make too.
Oh yeah, this is one of yours. This is an interesting one.
Very, very interesting because they're using Pitts more like a receiver. I think Jonnu Smith is officially the tight end there, and they're just running a London and Pitts are my receiver situation. But I just feel like a Ridley bounce back should be. I did the same thing.
Give me Ridley. I'm going to take Ridley over Pitts.
Yeah. You have to. Like, I know.
I mean, you don't have to.
You do. It's just that he's had 2 duds, but he's had 4 other games where
I
he
just
was
don't think
targeted.
they pass as much against Tennessee. I think they do stall a little bit. Atlanta, that is, on some drives.
Nobody can know what Atlanta's going to do.
But we've seen
stall though. That works.
Yeah.
Stall is one of the things they like to do.
Yeah, they like to stall. We can bet that they're going to stall, kick a field goal. Yeah. Youngway, who is like the star of the game.
Youngway. I wanted to call him something else. I wanted to pronounce it phonetically. Yeah, he's a star, that kid.
All right. Topher Productions wants to say what's up. Hey, Juan.
What's up, Toph?
Juan. Oh, real quick, Josh Downs or Michael Thomas? Josh Downs all the way. All right, TS, welcome in. Welcome back. Waddle or Garrett Wilson? Other wide receivers starting Allen and Ayuk. San Francisco, Ayuk. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Allen, obviously. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. I know I was high on Waddle earlier.
I don't think you can go wrong here, man.
No, you can't.
Star-studded lineup, dude. That's awesome.
I think Garrett Wilson's going to have his way with Deonte Banks today, unfortunately, for my team. But I'm going Wilson here. Upside, he's probably going to get like 10 to 12 targets.
You start Ayuk over both of them?
Yes.
You agree with TS?
I agree that you can't take Ayuk out.
Okay.
With Debo out on injury, he's been totally a favorite. Agree. Brock Purdy cleared concussion protocol.
Totally agree. I just wanted to know if it was close between Waddle, Wilson, and Ayuk. I think that's a lot.
It's
closer,
very close,
right?
It's very, very close.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can interchange Waddle and Ayuk. How you feel about Brock Purdy's performance? I think I may lean Waddle in that situation. Just thinking about it now,
maybe.
How much do I trust? I mean, Brock Purdy gets hit one time.
Well, Darnold will come in and throw it to Ayuk too, though.
Christian Wilkins comes in, just murks him.
No. He's not playing him. He's playing the Bengals.
Oh.
Purdy is.
Purdy's playing the Bengals?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Mac Jones is playing us.
That's right.
Yeah. No, all right. I'll ride with you. I go Garrett Wilson against the Giants as my third and leave Ayuk in there against the Bengals. That's fine. It's just I don't want to bench Wilson, Waddle, or Ayuk. I want to play all 4. Tell your league to get another flex spot. Yes. Dominate.
He's got too many, or trade a receiver if you need a running back.
That's true too.
You got a
lot.
You
can never have enough of these guys because they get banged up, man, and you need to play one the following week, and buys are coming and all that.
And he said it was PPR. So flex, yeah. I mean, I stay with it. Garrett, Garrett Wilson.
Allen, Ayuk, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson's guaranteed to have more targets, I think, than Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. Zach's got a tough one here, real fast. He needs 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Zach, set your lineup, dude. Come back, chop this in half, man. You can do this. Nah, I'm playing with you. Swift, Gibbs, Gus, Dillon for the running backs. Olave, Bourne, Palmer, Moore.
So he's got 8 players and he needs 6 of them. I just say eliminate Palmer because of the injury concern, and Rondale Moore is right now not worth starting.
Right.
Let's go Bourne against the Dolphins. Why not? Olave against the Colts. Why not? Dillon, injury concerns the thing. You might want to start him, sure. Gus against the Cardinals, yup. And your first 2 are starters no matter what.
That's good.
That okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. The first 2 are good. Receivers are good.
Put the 2 running backs in the flex and call it a day over Palmer and Moore.
Which Moore? Elijah Moore?
Oh, that's different now. I might start Elijah Moore over Dillon.
If it's not Sky Moore, then it's Elijah Moore.
Maybe it's Rondale Moore.
Oh man, there's a lot of Moores. I need more information. I need more information. But for that reason, for time purposes, I'm gonna go with what you said and enjoy the running back.
All 4 running backs, and then Olave and Bourne.
Fair.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore may change the situation for me a little bit.
But I would only what'd you do there? You would go him over AJ Dillon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fair. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Zach. Good job. Lucius says he needs one wide receiver and one flex. Hollywood, Jacoby Myers, Gus Edwards, and Cortland
Gus.
Sutton.
Oh, Zach
Thanks.
Zach just came back in and said it's DJ Moore.
Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color. I'd still play DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore over AJ Dillon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That changes it all.
Yep.
All right. One wide receiver, one flex. He's got Hollywood, Jacoby Myers, Gus Edwards, and Sutton. I'm definitely playing Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
Hollywood.
Interesting. Game script coming from behind. Maybe they have to do something. No. Okay.
If I don't have to, I mean, you kind of have to play him, but you kind of don't. I mean, same game, Gus Edwards.
He was helped out a lot by that 80-yard reception last week, and that's a fluke play that's not always going to repeat itself. That's a big swing in his productivity. I think
Arizona is 30th against the running back.
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to play Gus Edwards here in a flex.
Yeah, you're guaranteed like 12, 15 carries and end zone work.
Yeah, and as far as wide receiver, I mean, it's
Jacoby Myers.
It's got to be Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, if it's Jacoby Myers as a slam dunk one out of all these receivers, then you're just picking a flex. It's got to be Gus over the other two receivers because you just don't know what they're going to give you. You know Gus is going to get 12 to 15 carries and probably the ball around the goal line. I'd rather take my chances there. I just don't trust Hollywood and Sutton enough.
No, I don't. Sutton could have a sneaky game, though.
I don't think so.
I'm not putting my money on it.
No, good.
I'm not that convinced. All right. So Lucius also needs a defense. Seattle or Chiefs today? I think I might go Chiefs in the snow, low scoring.
Seattle, PJ Walker.
Fumble recoveries. Bad Denver. I think a lot of mistakes could happen in that Chiefs game today if it's snowing.
Yeah. That's the other thing. They said it was like snowing last night, only like 1 to 3 inches today, and it was all supposed to be in the morning, so they could have the field cleared up.
Oh, so it could just that winter,
cold. Yeah,
winter
cold, and then 10,
still
15-degree winds.
Ball pops out when it's cold.
You're right.
Or Cleveland or Seattle versus Cleveland.
Seattle versus Cleveland, I feel like is a better matchup for turnovers, and they're a opportunistic secondary.
Very good. I enjoy
Seattle?
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yep. I agree. Go with Seattle. It's a close one for me, though.
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
What time is it?
Still not injury time.
10 to 11? That's it?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Good. Cheers.
We're going. All right. Crooked Commish coming in. He says, good morning, guys. Good to see you. We're about a half hour behind now, Wands. We might have to play a little speed round.
All right.
Just picking you up here.
Okay.
I have a bad quarterback, a shady quarterback question, Howell or Ritter? And in the flex, would you do Hunt or Foreman? I'm playing Howell over Ritter. Reason being, he did have a decent game against the Eagles the first time they played this season. I like him over Ritter versus Tennessee. Ritter makes more mistakes. Howell may have some interceptions.
He didn't last time.
He's going to throw over 300 yards. He's going to have to.
Yeah, he had 290 and a touchdown last time he played the Eagles.
And Brian Robinson had like 7 for 30 on the ground against the Eagles last time, and I think that continues. So
it's all throwing. Yeah, I like Howell.
To the running back question, I do like Foreman to kind of sneak one in the end zone again.
Yeah. And if they're going to in any way,
Jerome Ford is questionable for this game.
Yes, he is. But so was Kareem Hunt, though. He wasn't doing well either. He was banged up. So I think I like Foreman.
I do kind of like Foreman, but Roshan Johnson comes in today. How much work do they give the rookie compared to Foreman coming off a 3-touchdown game?
Yeah, Foreman.
I think Foreman's the goal line guy no matter what.
No matter what.
He could be like a Jamal Williams for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and
like we saw last year.
He could be a lot.
He definitely could be.
Comp, yeah. He could be a guy that gets double-digit touchdowns at the end of the year, yeah, for sure.
Sneaky second half of the year pickup in redraft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'll take Foreman over Howell. I mean, Foreman over Hunt, and then Howell.
Foreman over Hunt, and Howell over Ritter.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely ride with you.
Cool. KJ Frederick coming in. He says, if Henry doesn't get traded, should I drop Spears as a stash? No.
Not drop. Pick up. Yeah, you should keep him. You need him.
No, keep Spears.
Yeah.
Keep Spears. If
he's a handcuff either way.
Yeah, if Derrick Henry goes down, Tajay Spears has already proven himself that he can carry a full workload.
He's almost had standalone value. If that offense was good, he would have a little
on bigger rosters.
Yeah.
Deeper flight, like when you have like
12-team
3 flexes that you can play a player. Yeah, I've played Tajay Spears in the league.
No bye weeks this week, but once they ramp back up and we're gonna have 6 again, I think next week. Like, you're gonna start.
Yeah, hold on to Spears.
Yeah.
Deontay Foreman, Roschon Johnson, or Chuba full PPR? He wants to know.
KJ Frederick, welcome in. Well, we just talked about this a little bit between these two guys, between Deontay Foreman and Roschon Johnson.
But do we where do we put Chuba in the mix of that?
Well, Miles Sanders comes back today, but he doesn't really scare me off of the way Chuba's been looking. Even before Miles Sanders went down and out, finally, like Chuba was still working and he was still getting a lot of play. So
I'm still putting Foreman in over Chuba.
3 touchdowns last week.
And I'm going to play Foreman until I see it all from Roschon Johnson. No. I think they'll both get work today. I think Roschon will get worked in the passing game because that's what he was really good at. That's what he's supposed to be doing, but yeah, give me Deontay Foreman today.
Yep.
All right, Skeeter coming in. Start 2: Christian Kirk, Ramondre Stevenson, Adam Thielen.
Kirk and Thielen.
Yeah.
Thielen's on a heater. Eventually, that might come back down to reality, but he's working too well right now. And we love Kirk. We like the matchup today.
I also like Mingo coming in too. Sneaky little Carolina pickup.
Yeah.
For deeper leagues that have a spot.
Yeah, if he's going to develop at some point, we'll see it at the end of the year.
And also, Cricket Commish wants to know, in another league, PPR as well, I can only start 2. DJ Moore, Sutton, Devontae Smith, and Pickens.
Smith and Pickens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Spencer Graves. Thank you, Spencer, for jumping in here. Hit that like and subscribe if you can. Might have to settle for Love at quarterback this week with Fields being out. Thought about starting Carr or Ritter instead. Oh.
Carr against the Colts.
Which might be okay.
The Colts and the Browns last week, wasn't it like 170 yards that PJ Walker threw for? It wasn't even that much. Like he barely threw the ball, and they put up points.
Indy, you could pass on them. You can do that. It's just that Derek Carr hasn't been passing. This could be a different game, though.
Yeah.
Do I like?
I don't like Ritter, bro.
I think I'm gonna say Love against Minnesota might actually just be the play, and you had made the right decision. If that was your initial, sometimes don't check your gut too much, man. Go with it, ride with it.
And if it's really close and you have a stack, that might sway me in the right direction.
Right.
Like if I had Olave on my team, I might want to go Carr and hope for the double up there. But if you have any of the Packers receivers, Watson or Dobbs, then maybe you go that way. But yeah, Love, I think, your initial instinct, like the chef said, usually is the right one.
All right. HS Yoga Sports.
All right.
Game will be streamed. Whoa. Can't do that here.
They snuck in an ad on us.
Oh.
We're like the red zone. No ads.
Oh, man. Can't do that. I don't like that. Michael Mayer or Jake Ferguson. Give me Jake this week. Mayer was a little banged up. Or do you like Mayer with Jimmy G coming back?
I think I like Mayer with Jimmy G coming back. He was kind of playing on a roll there, and I think I'm going to go with Mayer. Don't trust Dallas as far as throwing it to Ferguson. Like, he's been okay, I guess, and they were on a bye last week, so maybe I don't know.
Give me Ferguson.
Yeah, let's go Ferguson. The Rams, I don't know any of their linebackers. When I don't know your linebackers, you're not very good at linebacking.
Ernest Jones. There's one. I named one. Ernest Jones.
Who?
Ernest Jones.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, no, Jake Ferguson's got the better matchup. Alex Anzalone is definitely a contender.
Yeah, bro.
All right, his name pops out off the screen to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm rolling with Jake there from State Farm, Ferguson. Just to let y'all know, I already plugged Dell and Nico together. Just need confirmation. Appreciate it. Oh, my man, coming back in, Steven. Thank you. Appreciate you. Freddie Wonder coming in from Facebook. Good morning, guys. Got a quarterback question in one league today. Debating if I should start Mahomes, considering the weather, or if I should start Purdy or Cousins instead. No. No, you're not playing Cousins or Purdy over Mahomes. I don't care about the weather in that sense. I'm not. You can't take Mahomes out of your lineup.
Not benching Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, unless this is like more DFS related or something, maybe.
No. Just no.
Sorry, Freddie Wonder. No, keep Mahomes in there. Mahomes or Hurts this week, guys. It's a tough week for me with these two. No, this is where I go Hurts.
Yeah.
He's got the better matchup. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good matchup for Mahomes. I can't say that.
No, yeah, it's the weather that keeps it from being a great matchup.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Hurts had 319, 2 touchdowns last time, and 34 yards rushing to boot against the Commandos. The weather's fine up here. Yeah.
I think it's Hurts.
I'm going Hurts.
I think it's Hurts.
It's Hurts over Mahomes.
It's Hurts over Mahomes this week.
For sure.
All right. Let's go with good morning. Mini Jordan. Full PPR. Choose a wide receiver. Watson, Dobbs, JSN. Tyler Lockett is going to play today, I believe.
Floor Dobbs. Upside Watson.
I think Dobbs is safe.
Yeah. Floor safe, guaranteed points kind of deal. I'm going Dobbs. Mini Jordan, where Brooklyn at? I haven't seen Mini Jordan in a bit.
Yeah, I'm going Dobbs.
Dobbs?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's do it.
Domo comes in.
Domo?
It
looks like Domo Arigato, but I don't know. Maybe it is Domo or Domo.
Okay.
Domo.
Was just offered Breece Hall and Christian Watson for Derrick Henry. Darrell Henderson and George Pickens currently have Waddle, Kupp, and Ridley at wide receivers, along with Kamara and Monty, except you're going to give up Derrick Henry,
but you're
Darrell Henderson and George Pickens, but you're getting Breece Hall and Christian Watson?
And you already have Waddle, Kupp, and Ridley. If it gives me Kamara, Monty, and Breece Hall the rest of the way, that's a would you rather have Breece Hall or Derrick Henry the rest of the way question.
He also has he also has Kamara and Monty. My question would be, how many receivers do you have to start a week? If you only have to start 2, that's great. Just check your bye weeks. I believe Miami's bye week is later in the season.
10.
Yeah, 10. So it's close.
It's coming up.
Yeah, and those are the kind of things that I want to think about. But, I mean, you get Breece Hall, you lose Derrick Henry and Darrell Henderson.
I don't know. I'm okay.
I'm okay with it. Christian Watson,
no,
and Breece Hall.
I'm saying I'm okay standing pat.
I'm okay with the trade too, but
I think
you can plug in Christian Watson here and there.
Breece Hall or Derrick Henry rest of the season.
Breece Hall.
But Pickens is so good. But you're already deep at receiver.
He's probably not playing Pickens as much as you would think. He's playing him up against Waddle and Kupp.
Monty will be back for the stretch run, but
I would put Pickens over Ridley on a week-to-week basis, definitely.
That's what I mean.
I mean, you're giving up that in the wide receiver.
And you wouldn't start Watson over Ridley every week necessarily.
Right. That's why I'm asking. If it's a 3 wide receiver lineup, then I would look at it as, okay, maybe not, because I need the depth at wide receiver. Yeah, and I already have Derrick Henry and Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, if it's 2-2 and 1 flex, like you might be better off.
Right. But if you're good with having, if you have another run, I mean, you already have Kamara and Monty too. Monty's coming back very, very soon.
Right.
I think I would accept this. Then you have Monty, who was the RB, 2
when he went out.
Before he went out. He's still like the RB 15 since he's been out.
And Kamara, who I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter about him and Christian McCaffrey.
Kamara is coming back to life, and you have Breece Hall. So eventually, you're going to be able to play these running backs in your flex spots at least
with Waddle and Kupp
on a weekly basis. And then you're like, oh well, then Watson's my other flex if need be.
Right.
So if it's a 2 where you only have to start 2 wide receivers, then yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
because Darrell Henderson eventually is going to be.
We don't even know what
he's going to turn to dust eventually again,
yeah.
just like he did last year.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Brady coming in here. Welcome in, Nick. Bijan or Swift at flex, starting Kamara and Pollard. 10-man PPR. Welcome in, Nick. Appreciate you coming in here.
Welcome in, Nick Brady.
Bijan or Swift, huh?
Starting Kamara and Pollard, first of all.
I mean, I don't hate it. I really don't hate it.
No. You got to start those two.
Yeah.
But then it's Bijan or Swift. And this is when you're making tough decisions. Like, why would you sit a guy you drafted in the first round?
I mean, but you have to accept reality right now.
Yeah, the Titans'
That's
run defense is pretty good.
They're decent. I mean, they're neck and neck, really, throughout the season so far. Like, historically, Tennessee has been really good against the run.
Right.
This year, though, they're 15th against the run for
middle of the pack.
So middle of the pack. And Washington's right there, too, 15th. I've heard some trade rumors on the Washington side of things with Montez Sweat, Chase Young. But I don't think that stops it here. And I think
14 for 56 and a touchdown for Swift last time with another couple catches, 4 catches or so. He had a pretty good game, Swift did, against the Commandos.
Right. I mean, Bijan, maybe they're going to show off Bijan a little bit. Maybe he's that extra receiver.
I don't want to bench Bijan.
I think Swift is safer than Bijan right now.
Safer, yeah.
Yeah.
Safer pick, start Swift. But I don't want to bench Bijan. Do you want to bench him the day he goes crazy? No. But
no.
Today's probably not the day he goes crazy. All right.
That's my whole point. Arthur Smith could just do it again.
Yeah, I don't trust
for spite.
Let's go.
Swift. Always healthy.
Yeah, let's go Swift.
Who knows? All right, Andrew.
Tough tilt though.
Yeah, that's a good one. Andrew Palm, Gibbs or Jacobs?
Woof.
Ooh.
Same game. No Monty.
Nah, give me the Lions side of things.
Give me Gibbs, right?
Yeah. Gibbs showed enough. He's on my board.
Yeah, going up against the Raiders, yeah.
Yeah. Spencer Grave coming back. Another fantasy expert has London ranked over Metcalf this week. Is Metcalf a safer play this week in PPR? Thanks for the feedback. Well, I'm assuming that fantasy expert had Metcalf there. Why?
No, I don't know. London over Metcalf? Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. It's close.
Yeah, I don't know that Metcalf's a safer play. I think both are equal. I think both are right there. Where would you have them in your ranking, Chef? You probably had them somewhere like 19 and 22. Would you have them maybe a little higher, like 15, 17? Like, it can't be that big of a gap between where you had both of them done.
I had DK Metcalf is right there, and London.
I would say you had DK ranked over London, if I had to guess, without looking at your rankings, if I had to guess.
Why can't I find London in my rankings now all of a sudden? It's real close, but DK was up 6 spots.
6 spots, okay.
Yeah. And that's like DK, Pittman range.
Right. And that's where they are. I mean, if anything's going to happen against the Titans, it's going to be that they throw the ball and London gets a little bit of work. But, like, I don't know. Squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of deal with DK. I feel like DK's going to have a decent game today, and I feel like I'd have him ranked a little bit over London.
Very nice.
Everybody's a fantasy expert, but
hey,
it's a crapshoot, and you're taking chances, and you're just playing the probabilities. Like, you're trying to see which thing is more likely to happen, and just DK and the Seattle offense finally getting through is a little bit more likely to happen to me than London having a big game. I just don't like that whole scene down there in Atlanta.
Jim Rambo coming back in. He says, okay, he has one more. Keep them coming, Jim.
Yeah,
we love it.
As many as you like, bro.
He says he has, I'm believing that, Curtis Samuel?
Yeah.
Starting in front of Dotson in both of my leagues. Your thoughts?
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel was a little banged up.
He is a little banged up, but he's a sneaky better player right now than Dotson because they find ways to get him going. So in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, I would wait for the injury report on that one.
Because they use them in a lot of different ways, and they get them involved in little bubble screens.
And my question is, who's available on your waiver wire?
Oh, true indeed. True
Is
indeed.
Tank Dell sitting out there, possibly coming on a
That's not
bye?
good league to be in.
On a bye, you never know.
Yeah,
Never know.
if he is, go get him. But yeah,
Or let's try another one. Rashid Shaheed,
Downs.
Rashid Shaheed, or Curtis Samuel.
Samuel, if he's healthy.
Ooh, against the Eagles.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas or
Michael
Curtis
Thomas
Samuel.
banged up too.
Say he was healthy though. Nah.
All right, against the Eagles,
make it harder for
last time against the Eagles, he had 7 catches for 51.
7 for 51. Curtis Samuel,
and Dotson had 4 for 27. But he did get in the end zone. He did have the long
Why
touchdown.
is Sam Howell not like Dotson?
I don't know.
Hey, some people say chemistry.
And Curtis Samuel had a touchdown that game too, but on the ground.
Hey,
so they both scored.
They say that quarterback wide receiver chemistry isn't a thing. No, it's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, Nick jumping in. What's going on? What's up? Keeper League, half point PPR. Would you trade Ridley 2024 last round keeper value for Breece Hall 2024 first round keeper value?
Wow.
Would you trade Ridley for Breece Hall? Yeah. Yeah, I think I would.
And then take Breece as your number 1 pick next year?
Yeah, I think the.
Would you rather have Breece Hall as your number 1 pick next year?
Oh, last round.
Or Ridley in the last round of the draft? That's the thing. Like the value of Ridley in the last round is kind of crazy. Because then you can still use your number 1 pick and take a running back. The problem is it's a keeper league, and a lot of those guys are going to be taken. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to keep those running backs.
That's okay. I think you're going to find better receivers
later
in
on
the 4th or 5th round of next year's draft that are way better than Ridley in the last.
Than having Ridley in the last round, locking him in. Yeah,
You're locking in a flex to wide receiver 3.
You're locking in Breece Hall. Yeah,
you're
top
locking
5
in
running back
Breece
next
Hall,
year.
where you could, say you get last pick, and you get the 12th overall pick next year, and and then you get Breece Hall right there.
Yeah. That's
instead.
Good. Yeah.
Instead, he falls.
Everybody else is going to do that too. Everybody's going to have Gibbs and Pollard and
so
CMC
I would definitely trade the last.
Yeah.
I think Ridley has lost his value, and for a person to keep that person in the last round over Breece Hall is just no. I'm going Breece.
No, the value is great though. For Ridley,
Ridley
in the last round is dope because that's like your wide receiver 3. Let's say worst case scenario,
you can always find another diamond in the rough,
right?
Like Josh Downs.
Yeah, but I guess Breece Hall in the first round is clutch.
Yeah. Darrell Henderson or Jacobs today? Oh, sorry. Welcome in, Fritz. Hey, Fritz 19.
Fritz 19.
What's going on? Darrell Henderson or Jacobs? Also, Eagles D or Jets D? Ooh, I take insult to that.
Jacobs Jets.
Oh, I take more insult to that.
Yeah.
The Jets part, that is. But it's kind of true.
Yeah, because the Eagles D was 34-31 last time, overtime game. Then the Commanders had a little bit of success, and that was in Philly.
Yeah.
So, shout out Randy Richardson. Our boy Randy is going to the Eagles and Commanders game. He's in the owner's suite. He's going to be up there with his son. He gets to sit down in the owner's suite today.
You see how we roll here on this show?
Yeah. So
owner's boxes.
I should have some footage. I should try to text him and see if he'll come on live or throw a little footage, throw some pictures of what it's like.
Darrell Henderson or Jacobs is a bigger question. I think.
Nope.
No?
Jacobs for me.
It's Jacobs.
Yeah. I'm not benching Jacobs for Darrell Henderson against the Cowboys now. And then the Jets D, obviously, coming off a bye, turnover prone.
Jacobs versus Detroit or Henderson against the Cowboys.
Jacobs, though. Opportunity, better back, less questions. Jimmy G's coming back. Give me Jacobs and then give me the Jets D.
All right, I'll roll with you. I'm not too.
I know you don't.
I'm
love
not 100%.
I don't love Jacobs either. I'm just saying it's the guy you got to start, and it's Monday Night Hope and Henderson. How do you know?
Yeah, true. Crooked Commish coming back in. PPR. I can only start 2: DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, Pickens, or Sutton. Smith and Pickens.
Yeah,
I like that. Johnny be good.
Johnny be good.
He wants to know Hunt, Hendo, love the nickname, Gus or Sanders, full PPR. I think it's the Gus bus this week, brother.
Yeah, I'll ride with you. Gus bus.
And Domo coming back in. Oh, 2 wide receivers, 2 flexes. That was from before. Sorry.
So it'd be Waddle and Cup. Yeah.
Trying to find it.
It'd be Waddle and Cup. That means Ridley would be in the flex.
It's 2 wide receiver.
Yeah, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back.
2 flexes. Yeah. So
I mean,
you're
2 wide
good.
receiver, 2 flexes. Yeah.
Yeah. Only 1 wide receiver would be in the second flex. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have Brees Hall, Kamara.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Ross Powers, Aaron Jones, or Javante
Ross?
PPR. Thanks. I'm going to go Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he's healthy.
Which we'll know in another 18 minutes.
Oh, look at this. And then Johnny Be Good coming back. He's like, you guys gave me the nod to start Hendo, Hunt, and Gus last week. Hell of a call. I love when we help people.
It's awesome. That's what we're here for.
We're here helping people.
That's it.
People helping people. That's what it's all about.
That's it.
James Mendez coming in. Good name, James. What's up, fellas?
You like that name,
Flex
James?
Position. PPR. Hunt, Ridley, or Laporta. He has Kelsey in his tight end spot already.
This is going to be interesting.
Laporta.
You like that?
Yeah.
Against the Raiders?
Yeah.
Trust it more than Ridley, huh?
100%.
All right.
Laporta is like guaranteed 8 targets a game.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams might not be it on that team as a second receiver to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Give it a little time.
Gibbs did a little
time.
Gibbs did a good job receiving last week. Yeah, give me Laporta. I'm gonna put Laporta over Ridley and Hunt. Watch them both have a good game. Laporta, bad game because I said that.
Laporta won't have a bad game.
No, he won't.
Yeah, his targets are 5, 6, 11, 5, 4, 11, 7.
Who's that? Laporta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he gets at least 7 targets and has like 5, 6 receptions, possibly a touchdown. He could break one. He plays like a wide receiver. He reminds me of Gronk so much, dude.
Yeah, he's good. He's going to be good. I don't know if it's the number 87 that's throwing you off. I mean, Ridley's 11, 8, 7, 2, 8, 8, 4. But he has had the 4 duds. Yeah, you can't do that.
And Hunt's a little banged up. You don't know about Jerome Ford yet.
Yeah, and I wouldn't like that anyway. I would like Laporta over Hunt no matter what. It was just between Ridley and Laporta that I was taking a look at. But yeah, Laporta, I was starting to flex. We're in that world now.
I mean, I've been putting him in the flex since like what, week 2 in our home league, in our redraft league,
Yeah.
league of record.
Who's your other tight end?
Evan Ingram.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My man. Yeah, I've been playing 2 tight ends for the most part. I mean, it is tight end premium, so that it helps out. But
yeah, that's why I was thinking about starting Pitts today in the flex because I already started Kincaid in the tight end spot.
James has another question. He goes, Russell Wilson or Ritter? Not a huge fan of snow games, but most QBs PPR. I'm going to go with Russell Wilson here because he's going to throw the ball more.
And they're going to be coming from behind. Hopefully, it's one of those. Yeah.
Maybe some junk time. But Ritter can't be trusted.
Time points are just as important.
Dude, how are you choosing between Russell Wilson or Ritter? I hope it's a QB2 spot.
Yeah, right. Or maybe, bye weeks.
No, there's no bye weeks.
Man, you could have lost Anthony Richardson and Justin Fields, dude. Like, you could be in a
That's
spot.
fair. That's fair.
Daniel Jones, you picked up off of waivers, and now he's gone. Like, and you're like, oh, man, now what, So,
do you play PJ Walker or Ritter?
Ritter.
Okay.
It's close, but Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the matchup, Seattle.
And lastly, James wants to know PPR wide receiver 2 spot and flex pick 2. DJ Moore, Thielen, Metcalf. Already played Mike Evans. Good job with that.
Lucky job with that because I was waiting for that. That was that touchdown
end of the
at
day.
And he pushed off and they didn't call it. I was like, oh, I seen him push. He extended the arm. All right, they didn't call it. I'll take it.
I'm comfortable with Thielen. And are we comfortable with it? It's Moore or Metcalf for me.
Metcalf. Oh, wait, hold on. We're playing Thielen, right?
Yeah, I would say so. DJ Moore against the Chargers. It might be better than DK Metcalf. Oh, man. That's a hard one, dude.
Now give me DK.
You're going with DK.
DK over DJ Moore, yeah.
Really?
Bagent.
Tyler Bagent. Actually looked okay last week.
I
at
know,
some
but
points of the game.
okay ain't Gino. I'll take Metcalf.
Since it's a flex, give me Metcalf for the upside. Then he can have a better game than DJ Moore, I guess. Ouch.
Tough.
It just doesn't seem right.
If it was Fields, I'd go DJ Moore, but it's not. So
I'm looking at DJ saying, yeah, DJ might have a better game. It's a bad defense.
that's one of those. Write it down on a little scrap paper right there. I'll take DK Metcalf over DJ Moore today.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. This is going to be one for me. Tilt of the week. All right, dude, I can't. No way in heck am I not going to play DJ Moore this week.
Really? No way in heck.
No way in heck.
Yeah.
Can we not play Thielen?
No. He's on a heater. He's his only target guy. We don't leave the table on
Maybe
a heater.
that changes during the bye.
That's what I said. Maybe it goes back to normal and he comes back down to 6 targets a game instead of 10 targets a game. It could happen. But I just don't want it. It took 9 targets and 8 catches for DJ Moore to get 54 yards. If somehow DK Metcalf gets 9 targets today and 8 catches, he's going over 100 and scoring a touchdown. Bobo got looks in the goal down in the red zone.
All right.
DK.
Okay.
It's DK.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I can see why you don't want to do it. I get it. Moore's the target guy. He's the one. He's the number 1 on that team. He's the only option. But yeah.
Oh, it's so Cleveland's been playing some good defense, man. It's so hard.
Yeah, but didn't Michael Pittman do great last week? Josh Downs do good last week? They both had good weeks on it.
Yeah.
Against Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right. I'll stay with you.
Stay with me here.
All right. Cool. Jose Vega, what's up?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Goff or Tua, also Trevor Lawrence or Purdy. I'm gonna play T-Law over Purdy.
Yes.
And I'm going to play Tua.
Oh, Goff has a good matchup.
I know
I'm wearing this jersey and I should be rooting for Tua, but I'll go with you.
I think Tua is gonna have to throw the ball.
Yeah, but bounce back Goff.
They're both good play.
Damn it. All right, go Tua for the home runs, for the yardage, for
for everything. I think the lack of targets
my problem is Belichick loves to take away Tyreek, and I know Tua didn't even throw for 300 the last time they played, and if I'm not mistaken, he only had 1 touchdown. So I know that's
get right game for Goff after the loss.
Right. That's what I mean. Get right against the Raiders defense, get things back in track. Maybe Jameson Williams that you mentioned this is the game where he gets the 2 over the top and Goff has a monster game. Neither one's a bad play, but I guess I feel safer starting Tua because he won't give you a dud. Like he probably won't give you a complete failure of a game. But it's really close. We just did a tilt of the week, but Goff versus Tua might be like
it's just as close.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Tua didn't do great, and Goff's due for a bounce back, and the Raiders love giving up a bunch of yards.
Tua just puts up more points on a weekly basis.
Yeah, floor no dud. Tua, you never know what could happen with Goff. It's really really close though, but I guess I gotta go Tua. I'll tilt the other way. Let's go to it.
All right. Marcos Valdez, good morning. Half point PPR. Jahmyr Gibbs, Pollard, Jonathan Taylor, and Mostert start 2. Thanks.
First world problems, Marcos.
It sounds like my dynasty team almost.
It does sound like your dynasty team.
Mostert, Taylor. Who else is my running backs? Little Kenneth Walker sprinkled in there. I'm definitely playing Mostert, and wow. Do you have a flex spot that you can give up?
That's kind of crazy. Half PPR makes me lean Depending on Zach Moss in 9 minutes. If Zach Moss is out, then I want to start Jonathan Taylor. But do I want to do that anyway against
For all
the Saints?
intents and purposes right now, I'm going to say Mostert and Gibbs. If Moss is out,
I'll go with you.
I think you can play Taylor over Gibbs in a half-point PPR.
But if he's not out, we want Gibbs. We don't want Pollard. So you're eliminating Pollard out of this, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, man. I know. I'm just not a big fan of Pollard, personally.
It's just that the Steelers running backs were able to have some success last week against the Rams. I feel like Pollard should be able to do that, especially coming off a bye, and they should have remedied whatever situation they had going on the offensive line to make them a little bit more effective. I like Pollard a lot, actually, this week, but I wouldn't start him over Gibbs against the Raiders in a game where they need to bounce back and there's still no Monty. Give me Mostert and Gibbs.
Mostert and Gibbs.
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm at.
All right.
Jonathan Taylor's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think Gibbs.
But not against the Saints.
Yeah.
Not against the Saints. If he had an easy matchup, it was like
well,
a
it's
layup.
half-point PPR. If it's full-point PPR, it might be a different story. But I guess it doesn't cancel you out because they both receiving.
Yeah. Everybody here
backs.
can catch the ball. Everybody here can have a game where they're involved.
You are correct, sir.
Great running back roster.
Yeah.
You know, like I
don't
wish
trade.
I had that.
Don't trade anybody.
Don't trade anyone away.
Mostert might fall off towards the end of the season.
Yeah. A-Chan will be back.
Oh, yeah. Matt McCoy, Dynasty Superflex League. I need 2 running backs. My first option, Mostert, Barkley, Breece Hall, Pacheco, Aaron Jones, and Madison. This is a running back heavy tilt of the week.
I love it.
Not tilt of the week, but Dynasty Superflex League. So he needs 2 running backs. First, my options are Mostert, Barkley.
Mostert and Breece.
Mostert and Breece are probably the best plays here. I mean, Barkley.
Pacheco's not a bad play.
They're all not bad plays.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, towards the
Madison,
end, Jones and Madison, you can just take them off.
It's just Breece or Barkley because you're starting Mostert, right?
Yeah.
After the game he had against the Patriots last time, still no A-Chan. They are going to run Jeff Wilson more. Jeff Wilson will get 5 to 10 carries today.
That doesn't scare me.
It doesn't because he's too efficient.
Give Mostert. If Mostert gets 15 attempts, it's on and popping.
Yeah, it's Barkley against the Jets that scares me a little bit. He says he was traumatized by how bad a game he had against them last time, and his boys were making fun of him, and he needs redemption. Like that was all out in the news. But I still think I take Breece Hall over Saquon today.
Yeah, you kind of have
even with Dalvin Cook screaming for carries in the background, like he's
it's Breece. It's Breece over Barkley for me. You're correct,
right?
And Mostert. Good tilt. Good roster.
Yeah, great roster.
Michael Hyde.
Most of our tilters.
What's going on? Just saying what's up. Wish me luck.
Another one.
Battle for sole possession of first place.
Let's go.
For me today.
I'm in that.
Oh, let's go. Johnny be good. London or Hollywood half-point PPR. Palmer, Hollywood, full PPR.
Well,
Palmer has a question mark. I'm putting London over Hollywood half-point PPR.
Yep, but I'm going to start Hollywood and not wait for Palmer's bad news later.
Yeah.
We cannot wait for 8 o'clock tonight to figure out whether or not we're starting a wide receiver like that. Get the short points from Hollywood, but I would start London against the Titans over Hollywood. Half PPR. Half or full. I think I would still start London.
Doesn't matter for me. Alex Smith, thank you for joining in. He says PPR, start 1, Deontay Foreman, Hopkins, Ridley, Pittman, or KJ Osborne.
Shout out to Alex Smith, man, for dealing with 9 different offensive coordinators throughout his career, coming back from injury. Much respect to you, Sir Alex Smith.
And stopping in here at the show.
Yeah. Hey, welcome in. Anytime you want to come back on, we'll throw you a link, bro. When you're not busy
are you
on
available
ESPN,
for an interview?
When you're not busy on ESPN, come holler at the tilt.
Let's see here. I mean, it's between Foreman and Pittman for me. To be honest.
Okay.
Are you mad at me for that?
No. I just want to know which one. Because I can't start Pittman against Marshawn Lattimore. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm gonna go Deontay Foreman here.
I might go Deontay with you.
If you're gonna do anything against the Chargers tonight, it's gonna be run the ball, and he is getting the goal line work. Here, who's most likely to score a touchdown? Foreman. Who's most likely to get 10, 15 touches, opportunities? Foreman. I know that it's PPR, but I don't love
Give me
D-Hop.
Foreman.
I don't love D-Hop. I don't love Ridley. I like Pittman a little like you do, but not enough against Marshawn Lattimore.
It's close. Like if we had a second tilt of the week, this would be it for me. It's so close.
Yeah, this one we would need Swanson to come in and divide.
But I think
maybe.
the touchdown upside for Deontay Foreman against a battling Chargers defense.
Yeah, if they're going to score touchdowns, I think Foreman's the way it happens.
Yeah. So give me Foreman. Give me Foreman because I think Josh Downs has a really good game, and I still think Lattimore covers Alec Pierce a little bit more. But yeah, give me Foreman. That's a good tilt.
Yeah.
James Mendez says he has Ritter and Wilson as QBs because I went Watson as my first QB. Oh, you're dealing with that one. Yeah. I would have told you not to do that. Since I wanted to fill out,
I would have told you to do it.
Nah, I'm not a Watson fan. Never been.
I'm not a Watson fan either. But when healthy, he's right. He's a top 5 QB.
I think I did pick, and maybe I picked Goff over Watson in our league of record, possibly. Goff was taken before Watson. All right, fair enough. I got Kyler this week, and I'm waiting. That's fair. All right, good so you might have to just
you'll be back.
Battle through it a little bit. I mean, that's
those are the breaks. And hey, when you got to tilt, you go. You do what you got to do. And if it's Ritter versus Wilson in an ugly matchup this week, you just figure it out.
All right, Yay wants to know Yay. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thielen or Olave full PPR. It's
Thielen.
Oh,
but is it? It's Thielen.
Oh.
No Michael Thomas. Does that change it for you? No.
It helps. Ask me again in 3 minutes.
2 minutes now. We need 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Either way. I mean, you can't leave Thielen out. Can you? Like even on like DraftKings, like he's like the 5th or 6th highest rated dailies player. Like he's the highest priced player. Like they know something we don't know. You know what I mean? Like when they adjust your price throughout the season like that and make it jump that high, it's because you're getting the ball all the time.
All right. Yeah, it's Thielen in full PPR.
I don't want it to be either, Chef. I hear it in your voice. I want it to be Olave.
It's the old man. Give it to the old man. It's Derek Carr's fault, dude. They needed to get a better quarterback there.
Yeah. I think with even with Jameis, they might be losing more, but he'd be cooking. I think Olave would be cooking because he'd be launching the ball down the field. And then Carr was throwing the ball deeper last year. The problem is he hurt that shoulder and he hasn't thrown the ball down the field. And he's been missing Olave. Whenever he throws the ball deep to Olave, you see it's like 10 yards over his head.
Fair. That stinks. All right, yeah, it's Thielen. I can't do it. You're right.
5 out of 7 games, Olave's got double-digit targets, man. He just can't find them.
He doesn't throw it far enough. All right, Jacob Self wants to know, any tips for trade value on Mark Andrews? Looking to flip him since I have Laporta on the bench.
Ooh.
Much love, guys. All right, so.
All right, Jacob.
I wonder if Jacob Self is JS. Or no, that's TS. My
TS.
bad. Looking to flip him. If you're looking to flip,
go get yourself a running back or
did Detroit already have their bye week?
No.
I would wait for the bye if you can. Or maybe not get rid of Laporta. Maybe, or get rid of Andrews. Do you need to get it? Why would you get rid of Andrews?
Because he has Laporta.
You put Laporta in. Oh, and then you want to get better at maybe some running back value.
Yeah, it depends on where you're hurting or what you can package together. You know, what you can add Mark Andrews and something and upgrade yourself at a position.
Like I think Mark Andrews can probably get you 2 players.
Well, it depends on the league, tight end premium, all that.
You might be able to get an RB2 and a wide receiver 2. Maybe.
Right, so like if you could trade him for DeAndre Swift right now and you were a team that's running back heavy, you wouldn't be able to get Swift. Would you be able to get Swift?
You might be able to get Swift.
I might do something like that.
Might be able to get Swift. That might be my height on running back. I don't think you're getting like a Breece Hall or a Saquon Barkley or a starting running back. It's so thin at that position.
That's what I mean by package, though. Let's say you're the Mostert owner and
but
Achane's
can
coming
you go
back.
like
Let's say
Swift
if
and
Jacob Self has Mostert, let's say, and bye week is week 10, Achane's coming back. Right now, you send Andrews and Mostert to someone and upgrade your running back position.
oh yeah, that's if you have Mostert.
If you have, or anyone else, Swift himself, if he has Swift also, who's also going to bye week in week 10. If you can package those two guys together, Andrews and Swift, and upgrade high at running back and go after a Jahmyr Gibbs or go after an Austin Eckler who's been kind of iffy and people might be down on him,
Or you go the other way, you try to look at, all right, I can trade Mark Andrews for an injured David Montgomery.
Yeah, you could do a David Montgomery and something else probably, and a backup tight end.
When David Montgomery comes back, he's going to be crushing it.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
I would flip them if the opportunity arose, and I would like to rather have like where I really trump up that use Mark Andrews to make that trade so enticing that the other person can't say no. You're down on Saquon Barkley. He hasn't been producing for you. Here's Mark Andrews and whatever, a little backup running back.
Yeah.
And give me Saquon Barkley the rest of the year, or give me Alvin Kamara the rest of the year, or Breece Hall, or Jahmyr Gibbs, or Travis Etienne. Like, go get somebody big by using Mark Andrews as a kicker in a trade. That's probably where I would try to flip it.
Ooh, update. Patrick Mahomes. Illness to the injury report.
Stop.
But he does not have a game designation. He will play. Woof.
Oh, it's going to be his flu game.
Oh,
expect 400. Flu game.
Oh, man.
I was
hoping it was the injury report because it's 11:33. I don't know what's going on. I guess everybody's
scrambling.
Okay now, huh?
No. They are definitely not all okay. We did not turn the injuries off in Madden. Yeah, we did not turn the injuries off in Madden.
He didn't turn the injuries off. Yeah, that's funny. Nothing coming out for the injuries right now. I guess it's a delayed reaction out there.
There's a bunch of guys that are going to be like game time decisions. Zach Moss.
Well, here it is.
Curtis Samuel.
That's what we're waiting for.
Ford. Yeah, but no, like true game time. Like 12:30, we're stretching and figuring it out. Not at 11:30, we have to tell you if he's playing or not. Like, these guys might go all the way to game time.
Are they allowed to do that? I thought they have to designate them at 11:30 for the 1 o'clock games.
So they'll designate him as in and then just take the loss if he can't play.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah, like Zach Moss right here says they won't know if he'll play until warmups. So
we may be waiting a little bit longer for that.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Officially active. Raheem Mostert, Michael Thomas, Curtis Samuel.
Thomas. There you go.
Zach Moss.
Oh, active.
All active. Officially inactive. Randall Cobb, Tyron Smith, and Jimmy Grandpa.
Tyron Smith hurts Pollard a little bit, yeah.
I don't think Zach Moss hurts Jonathan Taylor today.
I don't think
it's
so
a
either.
Jonathan Taylor day.
Because he's going to play. And listen, it's an elbow and a heel for Zach Moss. It's 2 injuries. It's not like he's coming in with one thing.
He's going to go. They're going to use him a little bit.
Sure.
I think maybe more of a decoy.
And either way, against the Saints, I don't trust.
Definitely not in pass blocking situations when he's banged up.
Yeah.
They don't.
So Taylor should get a little bit more burned that way. But either way, against those, against the Saints, I don't trust them too much.
Oof. All right, Matt McCoy has some flex spots for a 1 super flex spot and 2 flex spots to fill. Pacheco, Barkley, Ayuk, Minshew, DJ Moore, Aaron Jones.
Oh, so this is do I put Minshew in my super flex or do I start a position player situation?
Mm-hmm.
So are there 3 players that you would start over Minshew? And I think the first 3 or DJ Moore might be it.
Depends on your scoring. Like, if you get bonuses for long touchdowns, then that's something I would think about.
Passing first downs or any kind of bonuses for your quarterback.
Yeah.
I would definitely start Minshew.
Otherwise, I think I'm playing the first 3 that you listed there, Pacheco, Barkley, and Ayuk. I don't hate that.
I don't love Barkley against the Jets, but okay. I guess I'll take it over DJ Moore or Minshew. But
I think Barkley still gets into the end zone this week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. make note of that. A little Barkley anytime touchdown.
Yeah, you can put
So-
some money on Barkley anytime touchdown. The odds are probably pretty good. The way if Juan wrote the odds right now, I guess.
Yeah. It'd be a lot to a little for
Yeah,
sure.
the Jets are like 23rd, the Jets are 23rd against the fantasy running backs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that.
All right. So let's go Pacheco, Barkley, and Ayuk, and leave Minshew on the bench.
Yeah,
Is that what we're saying?
I'm not mad about it. I'm just
I don't.
They has a great matchup in Denver.
If your scoring is skewed towards the quarterback, do start Minshew. Do start him. If your scoring is any kind of skewed,
that's fair.
Bonus for 300 yards, bonus for long touchdowns, anything like that. First down passing bonuses, any of that, and even scrambling first down rushing bonuses. Because if you get one of those, he gets a lot of those little scramble plays where it's 3rd and 7 and he has to run for his life. So I might start Minshew, but then I'd do that over Pacheco.
I don't know.
Or over Ayuk.
I mean, if we look back at Pacheco's usage,
I mean, Ayuk's playing the Bengals.
His floor. All right, so Pacheco has a safe floor of 15 points.
Oh, then yeah, no.
All right,
start him.
Let's see what Minshew is. Let's see what Minshew's been putting up lately. He put up 19 against Jacksonville, and he put up 39 against Cleveland. Obviously, there's some bonuses. Maybe a long touchdown bonus added in against Cleveland last week. I think you're safe putting Pacheco in there. It could be a dud for Minshew against New Orleans. I don't see it that way.
No, I don't see a dud.
I think you still have to play the quarterback.
So then we're starting Ayuk or Barkley. Because he's only getting 2 here. He's got 1 super flex. That means that Pacheco, Barkley, or Ayuk, one of them's got to sit.
So it's Pacheco, Barkley, or Ayuk, huh? It's more like take one of them out. That's tough. I don't feel good about that at all.
No. I'm sitting Barkley. I don't want to. Obviously. Love Saquon. But I don't know, though. Ayuk, Purdy, the concussion, Bengals. Sneaky.
Yeah, I guess if we're playing Minshew, I would probably sit Barkley.
Yeah.
You're right. It's hard to say, but
yeah, I would start Pacheco and Ayuk in my flexes and Minshew in my super flex. It's tough. Like sitting Barkley's tough. But
yeah,
when the numbers tell you the story, man.
I mean, yeah, Barkley, he's got a decent match. I'm sorry, I said 23rd before. They're 20th against the running back. Not much difference there.
No, still.
And Barkley's he's averaging 17.5 fantasy points a game, which is pretty similar to Pacheco. So I'm going to say you could play either or, but I think Pacheco has a better matchup against Denver today.
Right.
So I would lean that way. You're not taking Ayuk out. He's the most functional wide receiver in that offense.
Especially if Debo's not in. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Pacheco and Ayuk and Minshew in the super flex.
Yeah, if you especially if you have any bonuses or anything like that.
It's good enough that you can't go wrong though.
Oh,
that's a good enough tilt by Matt McCoy that
tilt.
You can put whoever you want in.
Great tilt. Hunter Johnson wants to know, pick 2, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jordan Addison, or Chris Olave. You can't not play Gibbs.
Gibbs is in.
Gibbs is in. He's locked.
It's between Addison and Olave. I think it's Olave.
Really?
Yeah. 5 out of 7 games, double-digit targets, 7 catches the last 2 weeks. I think it's Olave. Colts aren't great in the back end. I'm gonna go Olave. Addison, like
Addison's
we said,
got a tougher matchup against
here.
Green Bay.
Yeah, give me Olave. Give me Gibbs and Olave.
Give me Olave over Addison.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olave's more like a wide receiver, high-end wide receiver 2. And Addison, in my opinion, it's like a high-end wide receiver 3, low-end flex play.
Yeah.
Great tilt, Hunter. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Matt, thanks. One of my favorite parts of Sunday morning. I appreciate that. It's my favorite part.
It is our favorite part of Sunday morning, isn't it? Yo, we're helping the tilters. That's all we want to do.
Thank you guys so much. Definitely earned a new subscriber. Appreciate you, Jacob. Thank you. Like that. And Nino Peña is coming in.
What's up,
here.
cousin?
Would you start K9 versus Cleveland or Bijan comeback week versus Tennessee? K9 might be it, brother. I would rather play K9.
I'd rather
dude.
play. I'd rather do that.
I'd rather
let's
play
go.
K9.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, we're talking about Kenneth Walker.
The turd.
Yeah. Love that pickup of ME. Loving my teams right now. Today's going to be a great week in our Dynasty League for me because I get that much closer to Juan. I believe I'm in third place. You're in second place currently. Sir. And we have a beast that we're going to fight up against eventually in the playoffs.
Yeah. We'll talk about it coming down the stretch, but
will not be named.
He who shall not be named went undefeated last year, and then I beat him in the championship. And it's going to take something like that for one of us.
Mike Evans.
One of us, yeah, no, on my bench.
Yeah,
he was on my bench, and I still won. I just had a blow up week that week. Everybody went off, so that's what it's going to take to knock his team off. Among other things, guys, I'll just give you the highlight. He's got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Tyreek Hill as his wide receivers. All right. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And he's got Josh Allen and Justin Herbert as his quarterbacks. Okay, so like his team is completely stacked.
I think does he have Travis Etienne too?
No, I do.
Oh, he has Swift.
Yes.
Yeah, he has Swift. His running back
Saquon. He's got Swift and Saquon, Mark Andrews.
And David Montgomery.
Yeah. So his team's stacked. He's a freaking problem. Oh, and he's got Derrick Henry now to boot. Yeah. So like his team is a problem. But
somehow he has like 2 first-round picks too. Yeah. It's amazing.
Juggernaut team. But anyway, yeah, we'll take them down in the playoffs. So yeah, that's what it's going to take.
But Cleveland, I mean, yeah, it's Seattle, dude. They're pretty good. They like to run the ball.
And he's an electric running back. I'm staying there with you. I love Bijan, but not against Tennessee as a comeback week. Maybe it's Arthur Smith mea culpa game, and he gives him 20 carries finally. We'd love to see what that be.
Love to see it. But
can't trust that you're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have this option here, you have Kenneth Walker to put in. I see if you can work Bijan in your flex. I don't know who you have as
Curtis Samuel's playing, by the way.
All right, Bijan or Curtis Samuel?
Oh, Bijan. Silly.
Curtis Samuel is playing.
Curtis Samuel is playing.
All right,
for that tilt earlier on today.
That's good. Yep. You're right. All right. What else do we got? Yo. Kicks for Mike.
Oh, we got a correspondent out there.
Oh, correspondent in the field. Kicks for Mike joining us live from the Steelers tailgate. He just wanted to say hello. He says, welcome in, Jacob. This is the best channel. Oh, appreciate you guys,
the Tilters know the deal.
Yeah.
Hey, the Tilters been winning championships, bro. No lie. Like the Tilters come in every year, week 16, 17. Like, hey, I'm in the championship again. Like, we're here now.
Yo, dude, man, that lineup of running backs that we had there was it was epic. It really was.
Yeah.
And Nino Peno says, appreciate it. Drop that follow and like. I appreciate you guys.
Nino Pena, that's my cousin. I'm telling you, Juan Carlos Pena, Nino Pena.
I wouldn't debate cousins. That. I wouldn't debate that. All right, so we got about 16 minutes left here, Juan. For those of you that are out there. Oh, man, I appreciate the love, guys. The channel is getting some love today.
Kicks for Mike. See, he won 2 championships last year. I remember Kicks for Mike won twice last year.
Juan, are you debating on any tilts this week? And I love this part of the show when we have a little bit of extra time.
Makes it a little personal.
Makes it a little personal. And that's the reason why we started this lineup. And I tilt throughout the week. Like, I start tilting Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday night after the games are over.
Not even after the game is over. I'm already on the game. Like week 7's over. Like I am definitely Bill Belichick in that sense. Like on to the next one.
Chuba, D-Hop, Calvin Ridley.
Chuba, D-Hop, Calvin Ridley. I feel like we've almost had this conversation here.
I have Ridley in there now because I'm a glutton for punishment. And I don't know how much I love D-Hop playing with a rookie quarterback and Chuba with Miles Sanders coming back against what's becoming a decent Texans defense. So that's where I'm tilting.
D-Hop or give me Ridley there.
Ridley, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, we got some more coming in here. Hang on a second here. He said Kicks for Mike won 2 last year.
Yeah.
Nino Pena had Mike Evans at the flex this week, so kind of stuck between K9 Breeze and Bijan. Oh, I feel you. But yeah, I'm still sticking with K9 and Breeze. You can't go wrong there.
Nino Pena, a little bit of advice. If Mr. Swanson was here, he would have definitely hit on this. Next time, start Mike Evans at your wide receiver spot and put one of your receivers that's playing Sunday or Monday in your flex so that later on you have the ability to move things around if need be.
True
so
story.
like if you're starting at 2 tight ends, for example, because one of them is, playing on Thursday night and you're going to use 2 tight ends and the other one's in your flex, start the one in the tight end spot on Thursday, so that way you lock that up and then you still have the flexibility to move the other guy out of that spot later on.
All right, so JT finished top 3 today from kicks from Mike.
I don't know. I don't trust the kicks from Mike. It's just
top 3.
That scares me because of that New Orleans defense. Maybe top 3 in usage, maybe top 3 in carries, and he's definitely always got that upside. And you could surprise anybody and go for 200 yards this week, because he's such a great player.
I mean, he's up to full speed now, but
yeah.
I don't think the matchup dictates.
It doesn't allow,
even with Zach Moss injured. I mean, I still think he's a good flex play, and that's how I really have him as a flex. Unless obviously we talked about a 1 o'clock game, JT would have to actually play, but theoretically a flex.
Yeah, he's a flex play. You just put him in the running back spot.
I think he can make top 10 today. He has the potential and ceiling.
He has the potential to be the one. He has the potential to go for 250.
I just don't think it happens
not
today.
against the Saints, bro.
Not against the Saints defense.
Yeah,
they're going to try to clog him up a little bit
for sure.
And the Joker coming in here,
Welcome
full PPR: Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, or Bryce Young. I can't trust Bryce Young.
He's had a couple 300-yard games now. He's coming off a bye. New signal caller. Maybe that offense is
made it easier for him after the bye week.
Maybe it's a shootout situation. It's just I'm only saying that because I don't like the other two. But you're right not to want to trust Bryce Young.
I mean, you could play Kenny Pickett against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think so. I don't want to, but you could.
I think I'd play him over Bryce Young.
Why is it that it looks so different when they're in a hurry up, a 2-minute drill, and a game situation? Kenny Pickett looks so much better when he's just out there throwing the ball to Pickens down the field, checking it down here and there and moving drives. Like, he looks great. The minute Canada's calling the plays and they're going into that damn huddle, they look like the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers, except without Franco Harris.
They're probably almost the same size, Brock Purdy, Kenny Pickett, and Bryce Young. I'm going to lean Kenny Pickett here. He has a better matchup, and that's the way I'm going to play it.
All right.
Jacksonville's given up way more points than
Ridder gives you the chance to run it in for a touchdown.
Houston.
So Ridder's something to consider if you're going to do anything against Tennessee. It's throwing it, but I hate that offense.
No, I'm not playing Ridder against Tennessee. If I can avoid it, I am. And in this case, you can avoid it. It's really between Pickett and Young for me, and I lean Pickett.
I go Pickett.
Great question, though, Joker. I like that.
Nice little late tilt.
Oh, speaking of late tilts. Wait, we got some news coming in from our correspondent.
Let's go.
It is raining in Pittsburgh right now, though, for Ridley.
And that for Pickett, too, now. But he does play with the gloves.
Well, that makes me lean towards Bryce Young a little bit more.
Right.
Coming out of the bye week. Yeah.
Couple 300-yard games. I think we might switch that. Let's go back to that one and switch it back, and let's go
kind of like a battle of the
rookies.
The rookies.
Yeah, they're going up against each other. That's their first time.
All right.
Let's go Bryce Young.
All right,
and that rookie bowl.
And you know what? Thanks for the correspondent in the field, kicks for Mike.
Yep,
helping that out. That works.
Well, that changes a lot of tilts, though, for me for the day. If it's that kind of raining, if it's raining and it's going to be uncomfortable. Pittsburgh likes to rain sideways, bro. Like, it doesn't rain normal. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Like, anytime it's one of those games, it feels like the rain is coming from the side of the field.
Oh, man. I mean,
kicks for Mike. You're right, bro.
Yeah, the rain in Pittsburgh is not actually rain. It's all the tears from the fans that's talking about Matt Canada still on the field calling plays.
Probably what it is. It's not Bengals fans and Browns fans tears from all the years.
No, it's Matt Canada. Wizzy Jefferson coming in here. He says, flex Deontay, D-Hop, or Warren.
Well, given this new news now, I still don't want to go D-Hop.
Damn,
you have to, though. Over Deontay in the rain?
Warren or Deontay? I might have to go Deontay.
Maybe they run heavy. Maybe Warren gets a lot of touches. Maybe they run the ball more. No.
I think I would stick with Deontay.
Yeah,
there.
go with Deontay. Go DJ.
Especially if it's full PPR.
Say go DJ. I'm hoping he does well because I have him in a bunch of lineups. So
Adam Polio jumping in here in the last 10 minutes of the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt.
Coming in clutch.
He wants to know Lockett or Warren. And now this one, Juan, I've been watching the Lockett situation throughout the week. He really did not practice much at all.
It wasn't one of those veteran Wednesdays?
No, it was and they didn't change the designations until late last night. I was up watching it. I was like, when's it going to change? It was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, West Coast.
So he's in now. He's
playing, but I'm not too confident about after what he did last week.
He's in a slot. He's going to get Newsome, right?
No, I think he's going to play outside, and JSN is going to be in the slot, if I'm not mistaken. We can look a little deeper into it. We have a little time.
We do.
It's not a great matchup in the slot. All right, so Cleveland over the last 4 weeks on the right side, whoever covers the right wide receiver is a great matchup for the right wide receiver. Okay, they've given up the 11th most fantasy points over the last 4 weeks. That would be Tyler Lockett, Denzel Ward, Tyler Lockett.
See, but Ward's good though, man.
I think I'm going to play Lockett
over Warren. Yeah, I'll ride with you. I'll play Lockett. I was going to instinctively just go Lockett anyway against Warren, but yeah,
I like that. Lockett's like a low, wide receiver 4 for me today.
Yeah, a low 3 somewhere.
He has the opportunity though, and
of course.
He comes out of nowhere and has 2 touchdown games, and this would be the week that it happens because I did not start him.
Right, because you don't think it could happen because of the matchup.
I forget who I put in my and I'll give you the scenario.
Couple weeks ago, he got a touchdown at the very, very end of the game to save the day for you. Lockett did. So
I put Deontay Johnson in over Lockett because he was questionable.
I'd still do that, though, I think. The rain kind of throws me off that a little bit, but I think I would still start Deontay because he had a decent showing against the Rams last week. It's not like he was bad.
Do you play Josh Downs over Deontay?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yeah, I like the way Downs is playing right now. Like his involvement in the offense. I like the way they're moving the ball. Minshew loves them. They use them all over the place, too. So, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Josh Downs.
It's a flex option. I could play around with that.
Always.
I mean, I have
especially if it's close. If it's
I have Olave. This
Downs,
is my roster. This league's retarded. Olave, Tyreek Hill are my wide receivers. Then I have Puka Nacua, Jahmyr Gibbs in my flex, and it's between Josh Downs and Deontay and the other flex spot.
Do whatever you want. Start you at flex.
Or Deontay Foreman.
You want to start me at the flex?
I have Foreman too. Win? I can play Foreman.
Jeez.
I just win off the waiver wire, and I have Achane on my bench.
Oof.
The only thing that I messed up with was when I went with Justin Herbert as my quarterback.
That's
been the down slope for me
early in the season.
And that's what cost me 2 losses so far.
Early in the season. In the season. Herbert will be back. Or at least he better be. I have him in my family league.
But I mean, I am 5-2 and in first place in this league.
Relax.
It's my only first place league, actually. So I'm proud of it right now.
Humble bragging over here.
Humble brag. Adam Polio wants to know if I can click on it. Mostert or Jacobs?
Mostert.
It's Mostert for me and Juan. Let's see what Kicks from Mike saying. Just like right now, it's just drizzling. It was raining harder earlier, so that makes me a little bit more confident.
Drizzling and
still gonna play Josh Downs just because we talked about it.
For sure, I'm going Josh Downs no matter what. They can cover that place with a dome right now, and I'll still go Josh Downs over Deontay.
And Zach's chiming in here. He said already was tilting about Ridley. Now with this rain, I really am questioning playing him. But Kicks from Mike just said a little drizzle.
Just a little drizzle we can play. Just a little drizzle we can play. Even in the rain, where
I still say Christian Kirk's a better option.
No, absolutely.
For today. Same thing with Evan
even
Ingram.
with the rain,
Ingram's going to smash.
Even more.
Short passes are going to be the key to success. They're going to use Travis Etienne as another outlet, and that I think you can see just because of the rain, they might evolve Tank Bigsby a little bit more than they have in the past. We've seen Etienne getting a full workload, which is not exactly ideal for him or the franchise. So they keep that in mind. And they should roll the Steelers. I'm sorry, Mike.
I don't think they'll roll the Steelers. I think it'll be a closer game.
They play everybody so tight.
Yeah. The Steelers are just always in the game. They're a well-coached team, man. Not offensive play calling, but well-coached by Tomlin. And the defense is always good.
And Dylan Fink coming back again. Saw him here last week. Thank you for joining in. He says, gotta pick one flex full PPR. Hollywood versus Baltimore, Mixon versus San Francisco, Downs versus New Orleans, Hunt or Michael Thomas. Gotta pick one flex. It's going to be Downs for me.
Downs.
I mean, he's got the biggest ceiling opportunity. We've talked about it throughout the show today. Yeah. And I think it's worth it. He said he was going to roll Mixon for safe volume, but struggling with Cook, Diggs, not getting projections. Yeah. I like Downs. Saints bad versus slot. Yeah.
So you're already down. You need upside.
They're terrible
if
versus
you use James, he used James Cook already and Stephon Diggs. They didn't get the projections that he thought he was going to get. I like Downs. He's going to give you the upside.
I like Downs because not only does he play the slot, he does work on the outside as well.
Oh, sure. And they bubble screen to him, jet sweep to him. They do a lot of things involving him in the offense.
All they got to do is take Marshawn Lattimore out of the picture, and I think you'll see Josh Downs like really, really. Like,
he'll be fun.
They'll
move him around.
It's going to be the highlight of the game, just watching Josh Downs and Jonathan Taylor in this one, I think. He's got an uglier question. Let's see this one. He says, uglier question. Got to start one running back. Woof. Roshan, Ford if he plays, Singletary or DeMarcado.
Woof.
Think Ford is limited.
He is limited, yeah.
Leaning maybe Roshan. Oof.
Yeah, you're right about Roshan being a nice pass catcher. Like Chef said earlier in Texas, that's what he was good at. He was pass protection, pass catcher guy against the Chargers. You're right, playing from behind PPR. I think I might like Roshan out of this whole mess here.
Really?
The
rookie.
I just don't want to start Ford banged up with Hunt trying to come in and take his carries against Singletary.
I think Roshan's the pass catcher.
Yeah, so it works.
I don't like Singletary's got a great matchup, but how much usage has he had? Like, right. I got to look at his snap share real fast.
It hasn't been great. He gets it, but not great. I don't think I trust him.
He had 12 carries for 58 yards versus New Orleans in week 6, and then week 7, obviously they were on the bye. Carolina is a great matchup,
but
54% of the snap share for Devin Singletary, but this game was already out of reach.
Right?
They won this game. Houston beat New Orleans. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, I think they did beat New Orleans.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. And it was a close game. And it was like a field goal towards the end, wasn't it?
Looking at it now. Hang on one second. We're going to really dissect this one for you, Dylan. Hang on.
Yeah, let's break it down. All right, let's go.
And I do see another question in the chat, and I will pause for that after this question. I promise we will get to you. But I really want to go through the motions and see how we break down things. We look at past weeks as a guideline.
The Texans won by a touchdown.
And the last plays of the game were
Singletary and Pierce split the carries. It was 12-13. The more productive one was Devin Singletary. He did have a 17-yarder, which kind of skews the stats a little bit. But
all right, so it was a 50-50 split.
And he only had one catch.
In a tough matchup against New Orleans, I think Devin Singletary is a better in-between the tackles runner than Dameon Pierce is.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I like Pierce.
I like Pierce.
The talent's good, too.
You want him in Dynasty? I'm thinking about selling him.
All right. I got stuff.
Late round first. Possibly. It's possibly worth it. After today's blow up, he will. All right. I'm gonna go with Roshan here. If Ford doesn't play. Is Ford playing? Oh, we won't know till later, right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we won't know till later. That's a 4:00 game out in Seattle. And Roshan is tonight.
Oh, okay. So you'll know.
Yeah.
What about DeMarcado?
No, not against the Ravens. I don't trust it.
Fair.
No.
Fair.
Give me Roshan. I think Dylan's logic is sound. I think the Chargers are likely going to be up in that game. I think Roshan will be the one that's in there protecting.
I think Roshan's the safest bet here too to get some passing work.
Yeah, just give me 5 or 6 catches. It's full PPR.
Oh, yeah.
If he gets 5 or 6 catches, you're golden.
Happy to help you out, Dylan. Thanks for joining us again.
Welcome in. Yes, sir. Thanks for joining us.
And then this will probably be our final one.
Controversial. Why not?
And let's make it controversial. He goes, should I drop Michael Thomas or Josh Palmer for Tank Dell?
Yes. Palmer?
I'm going to stay with Palmer. I'm holding Palmer
Over Dell?
over Thomas.
Okay. Oh, so you'll drop Michael Thomas for Tank Dell.
Yeah, I think I might. With the news that Robert Woods is out and he's going to be out for at least 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, no.
I think Tank Dell.
Oh,
second
Dell.
half
I like
of the
Dell
season,
over but one of these guys. I just wasn't sure between.
No, Josh Palmer. Don't get rid of Josh Palmer. No, you can't. He is the
Mike
wide
Williams
receiver
isn't
two
coming
there.
back.
Yeah,
You're right.
He's just
It's a better
injured this
It's a
week.
better offense.
That's why I'm down on Josh Palmer. I think it's.
I like him rest of the season. Yeah, it's just for this week that he's banged up.
So that's why I'm saying I would drop Michael Thomas.
All right, I would do that with you, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's play the smart game.
Okay.
Let's trade Michael Thomas and something else to somebody who might be receiver needy, and then we pick up Tank Dell. Let's try. Always scheming. You gotta stay scheming, right? If we're gonna tilt, let's.
I like that. I like
Michael Thomas and one of my running backs for a guy that really, really needs a receiver, or Michael Thomas and a receiver for anyone. Somebody you might just throw away.
Can you do like Michael Thomas and Kenneth Gainwell for something? What are you getting out of that? You're not getting much back.
One guy though. Just go get Jalen Warren. Go get whatever you want. Go get one guy. Just trade them both for one guy and then pick up Tank Dell for your empty spot.
That'd be that's pretty good.
Stay scheming, baby.
I like it. All right, we got a couple snuck in here. Bryce Ridley, hello, gentlemen. Thanks for coming in. Pick 3: Adams, Ayuk, Kirk, or Thielen. Definitely playing Christian Kirk this week. We've shared our love on Ayuk. Can you not play? You can't not play Adams.
No.
Oh,
dude, this is between Kirk and Ayuk. Rain game, give me Ayuk.
Oh,
Ayuk over Kirk. Ayuk over Kirk. Don't eat paper again. You'll be okay.
Man. It's like you should bench Adams in this situation. Really, like that's what I'm arguing with in my head anyway. Like, is Adams really Is Adams going to have a good game against Detroit?
No, but I can't bench him.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
what I look like
should probably. You would look crazy.
The numbers say Ayuk, Kirk, Thielen. I think.
Yes,
but the opportunity for Adams is too much. It's him. It's like, get right. Jimmy's back. He's been making news. I wouldn't have come here if I knew we weren't going to have Derek Carr because I came here to play with my friend.
Do you not play Ayuk because of Brock Purdy's concussion, banged up, like we talked about earlier?
No, I play Ayuk. I want to play Ayuk. I want to play Ayuk and Thielen. Those guys I really want to play. I really want to put them out there. It's between Kirk and Adams, and you got to pick Adams if you're going to pick between Kirk and Adams. You just can't take that chance. Like you said, Evan Ingram.
I think I'm putting Kirk. I'm putting Kirk over Thielen. I don't care about, and I'm going to say I don't care about the rain. All right. I'm going to say that Houston's defense steps up to the task.
Okay.
Contains Thielen. Kirk is going to be wide open. I'm going Adams, Ayuk, Kirk here.
Okay.
All right. That's mine. And we're tilting.
I'm going Adams, Ayuk, Thielen.
All right. So it's up to you to pick
Thielen or Kirk.
Thielen or Kirk out of this. I would say more like Thielen versus Adams, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's rough. I can't.
Kirk is I'm not such a good matchup today.
I can't. I know that's why we win championships, because we make tough decisions and we go with the guys that are supposed to win you the game. And probably Adams is the bench guy here. But I love Monday night. I love chasing points. I love a guy on a bounce back with his quarterback coming back. He's been in the news. He's been chirping. He's a squeaky
If I had to bench someone, I would have to bench Ayuk. Or no, Thielen. I said Thielen.
You said Thielen.
I said Thielen. I'm benching Thielen.
I bench Kirk.
All right.
That's it.
Make your decision off of that price. I hope we eliminated what? One of them? Two of them?
Nothing.
Two of them.
Yeah, we gave him Ayuk. Start Ayuk and Adams, and then figure it out from there. I go Thielen. He goes Kirk. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And the tilt is still real.
Oh, yeah. It's always going to be real. George, play one. Pick one non-PPR Olave.
I'm going Olave. I was looking ahead on this one, Chef. I was cheating.
You're going Olave?
Olave over Dell. Yeah, 7 catches last 2 games, double-digit carries.
Fair. And then last one. This is the last one. I'm sorry. Good morning, guys. Start 3. Lamb, Kirk, Nico, DJ Moore, McLaurin. I'm going
Lamb, Nico,
Kirk. Just like I have them listed.
Okay. I'll go with that.
You
You
either,
can't go wrong though
yeah.
with DJ Moore and McLaurin. That's a really good wide receiver set there. I just would not bench Lamb or Nico. I would start both of those.
And I'm high on Christian Kirk today, which is another thing we don't do here.
It's a revelation.
So it's a full circle.
My man Zach always with us, man. Ride or die from the beginning to end. I love it.
All right, everybody. From us at the Chef's Table to you at your screens, thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt. I'm James. He's Juan. You can follow us on Twitter. Check out the show. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
See you next week.
And we'll see you next week. Good luck in your matchups.
Go get them today.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sunday Tilt. Visit us on YouTube at youtube.com/thetiltisreal and like and subscribe. We're live every Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you all next week on The Tilt is Real.